Yo, what's up, fellas? What is going on? Why the music looks super loud? It's probably fine. It's probably fine. Welcome in, everybody. Hump day. Hump day. I also got some, well, I was going to exaggerate slightly. Huge news for me. It's not really huge news for normal people. But, look at this thing. It's huge. I got a new phone. I don't know if you guys remember. Some of y'all legends in here all the time will remember. My phone was like falling apart, dying. It was like 8-year-old phone because it would never break. Got a, well, new to me phone, we'll call it. Personally, I view cell phones kind of like cars. The second you drive a car off the lot, it loses a third of its value. Cell phones are the exact same way. I would never buy a brand new phone ever again in my entire life, but it's only a 2-year-old, like it came out 2 years ago. But the thing looks immaculate. There's not a single mark on it anywhere. So, pretty crazy. Suboptimal on the Thresh Socket map. I was gonna do hammers. Maybe we'll... Thresh Socket Terrorize is kind of... It's just so close, like if you have a good barb. Let me pull up that barb and shout everybody out here, of course. I kind of, what am I doing here? Move this around, move that around, get the last little thing. Yeah, I know, sorry I was a little bit late. I kind of forgot I got my daughter, obviously. Well, I know that's obvious, but, you know, I forgot I had to get her an apple and some drink stuff. Is the music way too loud? Just out of curiosity, anybody put their opinion in there would be great. But it's going on. Marco Biv, looks like, I don't know if you're still here, Biv, but welcome in, and peace out if you're hopping in your car, it sounds like. Bobcast is classic Phil, probably about me being late. Randy, Chris, Troy, yo, what's going on? Hawk is on, what is up? Hawkins on. Good day to tune into a notification says Phil went live. Ooh, appreciate you. Pork Sniffer, what's going on? I don't recognize that name, so you must have been somebody who changed your name, I'd have to guess. I don't recognize Pork Sniffer. Huh, but almost 2 years, 20 months of Slayership. Appreciate ya, appreciate ya. Music's good, says Randy. So I guess he's the only one who put his opinion in, so that means his opinion wins. What do we got here? I was thinking I could just throw a few things over here. There's not really enough time. Yeah, whatever. Maybe we'll just teleport around the whole area and see what's up. Good luck on the grill hunt. Appreciate you, Justin. I don't know, the volumes look pretty high on my side. I don't know why it looks so loud. I don't know. We'll turn it down just a tad, though. I pulled it down just a tad. I don't think I've ever tried to magic find this area before. Why don't we do it, though? It's terrorized, you know? Oh, wait, is this player's 8? It is, right? 7? Okay, well that makes more sense. I was wondering why Thresh Socket died so slow. Can you? Okay, Telly stomped him. Okay, confusion. Skill issuing it. Still again. Behind for some reason. Ooh. Yeah, so on YouTube there's going to be a little bit of delay. It's just like 15 seconds or something like that. The way YouTube is, but yeah. Usually you can either move the slider over, there's a little live button in the lower left-hand corner of the screen, or like you said, refresh the stream, so. Whoa! Thank you so much for the 28 months, Troy. I'll have to remember after stream. I don't know why the AI lady reading this off is so quiet right now, but well, it's something I'll have to worry about after the stream or whatever, because that sounds like a disaster for me to figure out. But thank you so much, Troy, for 28 months. That's like 7 years or something. I don't even know, but a long time of Slayership. Please don't unsub if I don't find materials today. Oh, it's the best rune in the game, fellas. The Lem. Ooh, yeah. Ha 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 ha. I'm only slightly overreacting. Just a little bit. Randy said he's eating a salad right now. It's so crunchy you can't even hear me. Nice. Not a bad start. Yeah, I mean, first few minutes, sure. Yeah, I'll take it, no doubt. Jesse says today is the day. I hope so. We'll see. Could be. We got. I got a good feeling. I don't know why. I got a good feeling about terrorized Bloody Foothills. Got a good feeling about it. Coming up right after this. Brad found his first natural jaw, so not cubing up to. He found his first dropped jaw. Nice. Forgotten Tower, Vex Rune on the same run. That's pretty wild. Congrats on that. That's a pretty nice one right there. That's a nice little combo drop there, huh? Brad said he did 1,000,000 LK runs to get his Enigma. Yeah, same here. I kind of always do that, with the exception of when I started D2R here, I actually found a jaw rune super early on accident. So that's a different circumstance. Luck better than grinding. Extreme luck. Chris said hasn't found a Shaco yet. Killed Diablo, two blue Shacos. I seen that Sacred Armor, and the word Sacred Armor was in my head, so I almost misspoke there, but yeah, it's funny when you're looking for a Shaco, you see every white Shaco, every socketed Shaco that drops, every blue one, every rare one. Every single one, you never miss one. Definitely Tyrell's might today. We'll see. Probably though, right? Probably. We'll just save and exit it. How do you find a jaw accidentally? I was for a video, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna take this Amazon, and I'm like, I wonder if you just stack like all these points. And this was before they made the balancing changes. Actually, that's how long ago this was. I just took a generic Javazon. I was like, I wonder if you just could you actually stack up all the poison, and like how much damage would that do, and like how fast would it actually kill? So I was like, you know what? I'll go to cows. There's no poison immunes there or whatever. So you know, and just like players 1 cows. You know, we'll just do that and see what's up. And I went out there and I killed like 5 packs of cows and a jaw dropped. Like while I was, nice little another find there. But yeah, just that and boom, I found a jaw rune on a complete accident. So good old Dracul's Grasp. This one actually took me forever to find on this specific Holy Grail when I started it, but good old Dracul's Grasp. Ooh, yeah. Let's see, 115. I don't think it matters. Strength looks. I don't remember what everything rolls to there. I have pairs though, and I know it's not perfect, so I'll just pains me on single player to throw stuff out like that. But yeah, you only need so many pairs of Dracul's Grasp, right? Smulps, welcome in, Street Sweeper Yo-Yo. Oh no, Mads says 925 LK runs, 1 Mal rune is all he found. Unfortunate, my dude. Hopefully luck turns around for you. Hopefully. It's got to, right? I would say I would not be against resetting the map seed if that's the case. Also, because that's a long time to get that unlucky, so I would say also go to your shared stash and just like move everything around. Kind of based upon like that video Ginger did, and the stuff that we know is for sure factual now, that where the items in your inventory are at actually affects the rune drop pattern and stuff. Even if it doesn't, superstitious wise, I'd move everything around just in case it is true. Yeah, so apparently, according to I don't have the link on me or anything like that, but just Ginger Gaming Mentor did a video where they kind of found out that like the amount of time it takes you to get to the chest in LK, and like even the calculation for what drops can come down to factors like it seems random, but it's not random, but somehow it calculates some number into the equation based upon, it appears anyways, based upon what open spaces you have in your inventory or not. I don't think anyone's 100% sure yet on that, but something like that. Festa Zombie Layman, Juice for Dice, what's going on? Yo. I'm doing pretty good, all y'all there over on the Twitch gang, welcome in. How big of a difference is 85 res to 75 in survivability? Well, the thing is let's say at 75 res you're dying and then you go up to 85. That's actually what is that? That's like a 40% increase or decrease in the amount of damage you're taking. Just be like of the total amount of damage that's left, right? So it almost would appear at that point that like 10 res is actually it physically will feel like more, even though it's not really, you know what I mean? I don't know if that's, I don't know if I'm wording this right. I feel like I can't word this right now. Almost got this level right here though. So it will feel kind of like a lot. Like especially, it's really hard to get that though, because you're talking about using Guardian Angel, I'm assuming. Or something else that just gives 10 to a res. But usually to get the 2 all res like that, you feel, I anyways feel like you have to sacrifice so much to get it that I never do it, being a primarily softcore player. So level 99 Hammerin', why does everybody say that? Jeez, everyone wants me to go to 99 again, huh? Probably not. No, I'm just magic finding with this character and I'm hoping for the best. Seeing what's up. For a faux pally, you're saying, for the lightning res? I wouldn't do that unless you are like specifically like target farming souls or something. I mean, and the thing is too, there's going to be a different what do you word it, calculation. Like if you're playing hardcore, you may want to, but I'm not much of a hardcore player, so I don't really give hard, steadfast advice on hardcore. If you're softcore, I wouldn't worry about it personally, but Jan says level 90 still hasn't found a Shaco yet. It's unfortunate. I think that's not too crazy if all of you played as that one character and you've been doing a lot of ancient tunnels or something like that. That is a max poison res, but yeah. It's unlucky, but it's not like insane unlucky, you know what I mean? That sounds about like the kind of luck I was getting when I started too. I don't know how high of a level I was, but yeah, I did. I kind of mentioned Shaco's the one that a ton of people are always looking to get, obviously, and then we can never find it. Am I right? So I did a 1,000 combination Andy meth runs, didn't find it, and then I did another 800 Andaro runs and didn't get one. Then I stopped grinding those out, and then I did something else, and eventually I found one. Dropped straight off of Diablo himself, so. Drinking coffee, slaying demons, there we go. Reading chat, drinking coffee, just throwing hammers randomly, hoping for the best. Okay, Layman, we were talking about the +2 maximum resistances. Tesladin's synergy has pointed to that anyway, so that could be a a reason you would get that. I got you. Yeah, that makes sense. Not an avid Teslader. So, is that what they call it? People who use Tesladin is a Teslader. I think that's true. Could be wrong though. Allegedly. Gold Magic find, yo! Like number 19, coming in with a 50 peso super chat, I believe. Isn't it Philippines use pesos, right? That's pesos, pretty sure. Can hang out a bit on the big TV. Oh, it's late for you, I know, man. Thank you so much for the super chat. And your like number 19. Good call on that one too, though. Don't forget, fellas, absolutely free like button click would be great. Just absolutely great. Just got the level. Why does it sound like there's absolutely no audio in the game? I haven't changed any of this stuff. What is going on here? Yeah, I don't hear anything. But this is the same audio setting I've had for a while. Well, hopefully I don't blow your guys' ears out. Let's see here for a second. Huh. I can barely hear anything on the game now. That is so weird. Why is the game super quiet? Let me look at something just real quick. Whoops. I can tell you that's absolutely not what I meant to do. Great. Son of a... I'm such an idiot. Where'd my audio go? Oh my gosh. Hold on one second. I don't know why I just broke my computer or something. Good job, Phil. Wait, did this pause because I did something? No, music's still playing. What is going on? I can't hear anything right now. Sorry if that just like blew your guys' faces off. I'm sorry. I'm very sorry for that, by the way. I know that was pretty jarring. Probably. Soul Reed Stare. What is going on? I accidentally selected the wrong thing or something. I'm not sure what I did there, so. Tribreed, yo. Havoc, what's going on? Welcome in. The only thing going on is me ruining everything and failing at all. Yeah, I just maxed. I kind of wanted the in-game audio to just be like, kind of barely, sorta. So, maybe we'll turn down the music a little bit, but. Alright, I think that's about balanced how I want it, and unless there's a big issue, I'm just going to leave it. I already wasted too much time on it. I wonder what happened to my audio. Very, very strange. Anyways. Is this 200 FCR, a 200 FCR hammered in? I don't even know what the upper breakpoint is on a hammered in, to be honest, but no, it is not. I'm at 125. Yeah, John, my apologies. The music's busted. Stop trying to fix things, Phil. True story, huh? There you go. This sounds about exactly how I wanted it. How you can hear stuff dying once, like a little bit over the music, just barely. So I think we're good. I probably had some Windows update and it ruined everything. I'm sure that's always what it is. There's some Windows update that just breaks completely breaks the computer. pretty standard stuff. Midweek Slaying, Mark. Yeah. Archon staff, nice. Good old hump day. Lightning Mastery Teleport, dang. It's got the 6 sockets too, but can't make obsession in that, right? Soul said I might have to reset the game if the audio in the game is bugged. Now, what I think happened, I could be wrong. What I think happened is there was some kind of update on my computer, either in Windows or in my browser, because I'm playing the music just through my browser. And I think what it did is I usually have the music at a certain volume in the browser, and then I balance everything in my streaming software, and I think it reset the volume to 100% max in my browser. So, you know, just another thing to just ruin my life, you know what I'm saying? So, I think I got to figure out though. Right, Face says, over here watching the best get after you. Too kind. I can guarantee you I am not the best, but thank you so much for the kind words. Anyways, what level Hamburton? What did I just hit? 96. So, Fred, yo. Welcome in, Fred. What a legend. Timeless says he wants me to, for my drop highlights, you want me to make a full, complete list of all the items I find and what time I find them at. That would probably ruin my channel, Timeless, just FYI. You can't, I mean, if people don't want to watch the videos, then they just shouldn't watch them, I guess. But, you know, if you just want to click on a link and then look at the list of items that I found and then leave, you know, that's not, I personally don't think that's a good idea for my channel and for, you know, all that stuff, my video analytics and everything, but.
What do you mean?
Like, I feel like that's a good way to get like 10% average view duration on a video. But I think more of what you're suggesting there is that I think what that statement that you're suggesting, and I know you're not being mean or anything like that, is more that you're suggesting there's a bunch of stuff in my videos that you don't want to see, right? So you just want to skip to the actual good items and not all the other things that I have in the video. So. The only thing about that is literally on the same video, I've had videos like this where people will comment, I'm unsubscribing from this bleep hole. He fakes his drops. Nobody finds this much good stuff in one run. And then the very next comment will be, everything in this video is crap. There was only one item worth a couple of high runes. Besides that, it's just a bunch of Shakos, and it's like a Shako and Drax and Endaro's Visage, and you know, the only thing good was like that rare Druid Pelt you found that's worth like 5 high runes or something. And then the next one is there's nothing good in this video again, and then the next one is this video's fake. He didn't find this much good stuff. So, you know, like one of those real tough balancing acts, you know what I mean? There's a wide range of Diablo 2 players out there, which is all good, nothing wrong with it, but yeah. Tough one. John Simo saying Windows always ruins everything. You ain't kidding. No doubt there. Let's see. Tribreed said obsession is just mids. What do you mean just mids? The way you worded that, I'm not sure. You're saying it's mid, like it's not that great? Yeah, it's not like super, but it can be really good on certain builds with perfect skill rolls on it. That's like almost impossible to find. Yeah, not that good. Yeah, like if you can get 3 to Lightning Mastery, 3 to Lightning or Nova with, especially if it's like 3 to Nova, 3 to Energy Shield. Pretty sure I've definitely seen people make, don't know where. Maybe it was Smulps actually. I think maybe it was Smulps that did a Obsession Nova sort video back in the day, some time ago. And it's one of those things, like I have a mule, and this is another, you know, it's gonna be a little bit different from my offline single player compared to what other people may want to do. A lot of you guys know I have a mule just full of high runes, just sitting there doing nothing, right? And it's like, gotta use them for something. Bobcat says gambled items only run. That would be interesting. That would be interesting. I actually kind of like that idea. Raced, welcome in, yo yo yo. Realized I wasn't looking at the screen at all when those items dropped. Nothing good though. You give up Magic Find for Obsession? Well, on Nova Sorceress anyways, Oblivion, you're usually rocking an Infinity, which is really good, obviously. But then you don't have, you know, you don't get any cast rate, FCR we'll call it, so no one gets triggered. You don't have any plus skills in both hands, you know what I mean? So I don't remember all of what's on Obsession, to be honest, but I guess Infinity has, what, 25% Magic Find maybe or something like that, so. English, yo, back at it, yeah. Obsession. Roll plus 7 skills. I thought it was 6, but it could be 7. And I thought it was a static thing. I'd have to look it up again. I can't. Straight up, honestly, can't remember, so. Oh, 4 on the base, 3 on the skills. I'm picking up Shalane down now. Okay. I just completely didn't remember there. Yeah, okay. So 4 plus 4 all skills on there. I got it now. Yeah, that's what I'm hoping for. So, perfect skills, I kind of mentioned a second ago, but probably either I feel like for whatever reason lightning builds it would be the best for. So like lightning mastery, lightning, and then I don't know what else you'd want it to go into. For the other one, that's the thing with Nova. I kind of would know what the skills, because you'd want lightning mastery, Nova, and then like energy shield. So. But if it was like regular lightning, I mean, you could get fireball, fire mastery, meteor, something. I don't think for that build I would do it though, just because fireball builds just aren't as good as like lightning and Nova, so. Zanuck. I think it's Zanuck Z. What's going on? I said finally able to catch me alive. Welcome in, man. Welcome in. Tribreed talking about Obsession says that's why he made his Obsession. He had a nice base and just had the runes. So exactly. I definitely wouldn't go out of my way like, oh, I absolutely have to have this Obsession. It's the new GOAT. But yeah, I mean, if you want to do something different. The thing is too is online trading, if you are trading, Zob runes are relatively cheap to trade for because they're not, you know, mainly because they're not Ja runes, right? What? Did I not? Okay, there we go. Sure, it's throwing you off. Oh yeah, because it's the green screen and this is green right here. Yeah. If I have the green screen set differently, it doesn't glitch out like that, kind of, sorta. But yeah. I adjusted it the other day, and It's not too bad. I feel like you guys will be all right with it. Plus, if I try to adjust something now, who knows, like, the whole stream might just crash, so. Can you get a torch with a Blizzard Sorceress? You can, but if you're offline single player like you say you are, I wouldn't recommend that to try that with, like, budget gear if you've never done it before. Because farming up keys can take a long time and you don't want to waste it. Personally, I would just play through with a paladin. I would farm with your sorceress until you get like a pally spirit, at least like goblin toes, a G face, and then look into some how-to videos on how to do like the budget smiters that take out. I wouldn't mess around trying to get my first few torches. Unless you like really want to try the risk, and you know, nothing wrong with that, but personally I would get frustrated and I'd probably die. Blizzard Sorceress is very tough to do Ubers with, very tough, in my experience. So Hakan, yeah, I personally wouldn't recommend it, but teach them. Obsession is your obsession. No. I see what you did there, but definitely not. But it is one that you don't really see really good bases for that kind of stuff very often. So that's another reason. Like actually going around with a obsession, you know, Nova Sorceress or something like that would be so cool. Sunil, yo. 220 Javas finally, maybe? That is honestly one thing that I wonder if there's something, like, just to get so unlucky, I almost feel like there's something to, but I don't know, it's not even map seed because I've been playing on every single character. It just seems so unlikely that I wouldn't find any 220 Java gloves in like 3 years. I don't know. I found them online, but not offline single player. I don't know. Whatever. Did you finish? Not yet. Not yet, Hatchie Jr. Not yet. Andy's saying the 6-socketed staffs can be pricey for the right skills. I believe it, yeah. I bet you. I wonder what's more rare to find: a perfect 6-socketed staff, like the perfect obsession base, or the runes to put in obsession. I wonder which one is more pricey.
Can I help you?
Probably the base, huh? Base by far more pricey. So that would be so that would mean I would assume, since they're both kind of for the same thing, the base is probably more rare than a Zod rune then. I'm never 100% sure how to calculate that kind of stuff out for bases and stuff, but that would lead me to believe that the base is much more rare than the Zod rune. Like 20 Ja? Wow. No idea. I'd have to say it's very much more rare, so based upon that. John saying it was crazy they popped Amazon skills after I was just talking about it and whatever. Those gloves a second ago. Yeah, I get a lot of 1 Java skills, 2 Java skills. I've got 2 Java skills with 10 attack speed. I got 1 skill with 20 attack speed, but I can't get 2 with 20 attack speed. Don't know why. Don't know why. Viv said he's seen a 664 CTA staff with frozen orb and energy shield this morning. Yeah, that is wacky. Because, yeah, Call Times gets 1 to all skills. Yeah, 1 to all skill. Obviously, the other stuff. Got your magic find on there. Yeah, we'll just teleport up this way. Maybe take out a champion if we find him along the way. And Well. Yeah, I know. Whoa. I was not looking at the screen much. I thought I was gonna be fine. That's one thing too, like, do you know how many times people probably like gray war staffs drop and stuff like that and nobody picks them up? That could be the perfect base. Or even the Archon staffs. I bet you in a lot of games, people just don't even pick up like gray Archon staffs and war staffs and rune staffs and stuff like that. But if a Zod rune drops, I don't think there's anybody who's not picking that up. you know, so I bet you there's nobody. Gotta take my Flintstone gummy real quick. Just kidding, some other vitamin. Um, 420s and 5 with no IS. 420s. Are you Hatchy, are you talking about javelins? With 420 and 5? I'm not sure what. Maybe I missed part of a conversation there. Maybe you were chatting with somebody else. Probably, I guess, but. Exactly, Hatchy. Yeah, 1 million strong and growing. Yeah, that sounds familiar. Is that like the old school commercial or something? I feel like that sounds super familiar, but I don't know why. Oh, he's talking about a jewel. Want to play my character up to level 99, but is it true that it takes around 600 hours from 95 with a 10% Annie? No, that might have been how long it took before Terror Zones free mail, but now it's probably a lot faster than that. 600 hours? It's probably not that long, but let's see. If you just blasted like the Terror Zones non-stop, I mean, it would probably be geez, I don't even know how to a couple hundred, I think. I mean, I don't know, I'm just kind of guessing here because I didn't really keep track. So to go from 97 to 99 probably took me. All right, here's the best way I can describe it for you, free mail. I know for a fact it from 98 to 99, which is like the longest single level in the game, obviously. It took me 26 hours, I think it was, but I died like 4 times, and twice I didn't get my body back. So it probably would have took me like 18 hours to do that. And I'm like reading chat, not paying attention, pausing and stopping and thinking and stuff like that. So honestly, someone like, I think somebody who was just like hitting it real hard could probably get it in like 15 hours or something, if they like didn't die like I did. and was paying attention the whole time from that level. So yeah, it was 26 or 28 hours it took me from 98 to 99, but also, like I said, died 5 times, which I would highly discourage doing. Highly, when you're trying to get to 99. Oh yeah. Single player and Hatchy, this is true too. That's a good point. Single player, I believe, is faster than 99, or to 99 than online, unless you're like working with a full team that's helping you get to 99 specifically. Randy says, good hunting. Appreciate you. Good Phil hunting. There's a good one. Tribreed says Llama did it to 99 and 0. So you're saying he went from like starting the game to 99 in 1 week? Yeah, I believe it. I believe it. I didn't remember what the quote unquote record was or whatever, but yeah, it sounds right. Hatching it. Yeah, the old, oh no, Tristram's now. It must be Tristram, then the, Frigid Highlands waypoint. Oopsie. Yeah, Chrono, yeah. Don't die. Tip number 1 for getting to 99 and hardcore players. Try not to die. Just try. Let's see. So I rerolled this map, and this isn't anywhere I wanted to farm. I was just kind of thinking for a second. I rerolled this map to be able to run Andara with this character faster, but now that my sorceress is to 99, you know what I might do? I might go ahead and reroll this map again to try to get better, like, maps for, like, here and stuff. Like the middling terror zones that I've been running. I don't know, maybe I'll reroll it, because I don't want to teleport this far out for this one. Frigid Highlands doesn't matter, obviously. Dark Woods is one you want to have a good map for. Could be real good with a good map. Yeah, I think I'll do that after this run, actually. Just once, just anything closer than this, probably just keep it. Vortex Spirit. I am, yeah. Ooh. It's only 42 res. I do have a 45 res in my stash. Too lazy to reroll it. It would cap out my resistances, though, if I did do that. Which is funny that it would literally exactly cap out my resistances. Maybe I should just grab some Talfel or Rams right now and just reroll that, like, just put some in it. Maybe I'll get lucky on one roll. Oh, it doesn't have any sockets in it either at the moment. So I have this 45 res. I have a 45 res Curse Shield right here. I have a 45 res Acheron Arge. Lower block percentage, 55, 49. I should do this probably, huh? The Vortex does look sick though, huh? 222 defense instead of 158. I forget, what is everyone's opinion on that? If I did another Spirit, should I do it in a Vortex or should I do it in the Curse Shield? This one has a higher block chance. But then I think after you use Holy Shield, does it even matter? 75, 75, but that's with the Dex, right? I'm trying to think now. I'm gonna reroll this map though. Is Tristram worth it with Blizzard Sorceress Tristram? I don't remember what's cold immune there, to be honest. So I unfortunately can't. And worth it. It's not the best Terror Zone, no matter what, is what it is. But if you want to run Terror Zones, I don't think it's bad, just because in general, if there's not really any cold immunes, anyways, The monsters are just so easy. You can kind of fly through it pretty quick. I like running these Act 1 Terror Zones just because they're so easy. No risk. Let's see. So it's just sideways here a little bit. It's not the best, but... Oh boy, no monsters in here either. Unfortunate. Tourist, whichever is the most resistance. They're both 45 res, so... The Vortex and the Curse Shield are both 45 all res. So I gotta decide which one I'm gonna wanna use. The Vortex has more defense, the Curse has more higher block chance, but free mail, yo! Thank you for the 10 euro super chat, I think anyways. Thank you so much. Sounds doable. Should I get Ondel's Wisdom, or is my Annie enough? I would no, just do the Annie. And if you want the experience specifically, high players count, and just stack up whatever helps your kill speed the most. So if surviving easier will cause you to not have to take potions and not have to go buy potions and pick up potions, then you might want to, get good survivability. You don't want to die. Kill speed, survivability. That's just, don't worry about magic find stuff like that. Kill as fast as you can. Monsters in the game, so. Gotta go Vortex as Electro, talking about the shield there. Yeah, Ondel's I feel like is completely not worth it. GZ says strength requirement, but Enigma takes care of that, I suppose. Yeah, strength is no big deal, because as soon as I get to 80, my strength jumps up to 158, so. Sasquatch, welcome in. Yo. Bunch of comments flew in here real quick. Love the enthusiasm, fellas. My apologies if I missed any of you guys' comments. As always, doing my best. Defer to your preference. I do feel like I like the Vortex, just because if you have the Curse Shield on, it looks like you're wearing a Haas.
Freemail 122
right?
Donated 10 euros through Super Chat. All right, sounds doable. Should I get an Ondel's Wisdom, or is my Annie enough?
Here, let's go like this. Nope, not that one. This one. Nope. What? I'll grab a button, open this stuff. I guess not exactly. The Haas does look different with the unique graphic. But the Vortex shield, kind of cool. It's gold, matches the lion, you know. Raul, good morning. Yo. Bobcat says even running, doing an exile, the ethereal doesn't really matter. Yeah, I mean, it just gives you a little bit more defense, right? You can get away with a little more defense. Doesn't more defense, I mean, more defense will make you harder to hit, right? A little bit, teeny bit. You're probably right, though. It's one of those things that it's like a 1% boost. So it's like, who really cares that much? Bobcat says Sacred Targe is his best for exile. Yeah, Targe, that's got the highest block chance, I believe, right? Isn't that one I don't remember. I just make myself sound dumb if I said a number, but I thought that one had the highest block chance, right? Or is it block chance based upon strength requirement type of situation, maybe? Hard to remember everything all the time. Darkado, welcome in. Joseph said he goes Vortex for the run, walk, for smite. Interesting. So is it a lighter base? You'll like run a little bit faster? I didn't even think about if that was the case. I know armor's like that, but I didn't think about shields having a difference in the run, walk, run, whatever. Huh. 86 Paladin. I level so slow and die way too much. Any tricks to getting more magic damage to the Zeal Paladin? Well, the main thing, so you're a Zealer, huh? Zealer is gonna be a tough one either way. Pretty much all the melee characters in Diablo 2 are tough. Just an FYI. If you're dying way too much, on a Paladin, I would make sure you get to max block, which is, why is it 74? It's supposed to be 75. I guess next level I'll put a few points into that, huh? Or it'll change if I put a different base over here. Huh. Well, anyways, you can have 75% chance to block, and that number is going to get calculated based upon, is it your defense, and then your dexterity can get into it too. So having a high holy shield. Oh, I only have 17 base points over here? Huh, how about that? Using Holy Shield and getting up to max block should help you, I believe. I'm not an avid Zealer. I'm gonna just forewarn you for that, but for Paladins in general, that's kind of a rule. But yeah, it's going to be a slow go on leveling just because I don't know how well a Zealer a lot of times is going to work. Higher players counts, you'll get more experience, but I don't know how good Zeal goes against high players counts, essentially. I believe not great, and that's why I don't do it hardly ever. So, but I could be wrong. Hopefully maybe those are a few little tips that maybe you can look into and help you out. Lower strength and a high block chance. Talking about the Sacred Targe, Bobcat says. Yeah, it sounds accurate. You say 72? Sounds really high, but maybe it could be 72 or 75 or something like that. I certainly don't know for sure. Joseph says, doesn't Ethereal lower the stat requirements? Yeah, I know it does on everything else. So it must on the shields too. It probably lowers the strength requirement by 10, like everything else, I think. But in general, Pally shields, like, I guess this does require 148. I guess that is a little high. I think the Kura shield was 125, wasn't it? So that's why, like Bobcat was talking about Sacred Targe, it's only 125, I believe. So is what the strength requirement on it is, I think, but. Iraq talking about the shield, saying whichever one has a lower requirement, so you can put less strength points into it. So you can put more, or wait, no, you said block rate. Okay, less dex points. Yeah, definitely. That is the Curse shield, but man, the Vortex shield, so cool, huh? So cool. But it's so cool. Also, I don't have to worry about trying to socket the Curse shield either. It's already socketed. I can just get after it. I am awfully lazy, so that might be the deciding factor. To be honest, that might be the deciding factor. Best run for charms, or Slav. I usually would never try to target farm charms, just my FYI. I just find them wherever. A lot of times if you're offline single player, Lower Kurast, you're gonna get a lot from there. You're gonna get a lot from. I mean, I don't ever really recommend trying to target farm charms personally. So. That's kind of my best advice, but there are some little like tricks that people have figured out. Like technically, if you want to get like the most skillers, Nightmare Cows, but then you can't get 40 to life. The most you can get is like 30 to life with the skiller, which is like you'd still be happy with the 30 to life skiller, right? But technically, you have a better chance of getting skillers if that's what you're talking about from Nightmare Cows because there's a lower like affix pool for the to roll from. Some stuff like that, but personally I would just recommend just farm your favorite terror zones and your best magic find locations and hope for the best. Tubby, what is up? Welcome in. There's something in the settings that makes me increase stats to equip something when I use it. I still can't equip stuff. Is it bugged? So you can equip stuff, but you should be able to based upon the strength requirement stuff. My best guess is anytime that I've had that situation and I was like confused, it was always because whatever piece of gear I was taking off had like 10 to strength on it, or sometimes it even has like 1 to strength on it, and I lose that 1 to strength, and then I don't have the strength in order to wear the item. Is usually what happens for me. So double check that one. Axel Zero, I think. Shmoobla, yo! Sphinx says all the shields look the same with Holy Shield up anyways. I mean, that is true. That is true. Croaky Cash saying LK for charms. Yeah, LK is definitely. You will get quite a few there just because you're popping so many chests and stuff. So, when am I doing the Mosaic playthrough? I mean, Mosaic isn't really a playthrough build because, I mean, you don't usually find 4 mid runes on a playthrough. I don't think I would ever play through the game slow enough to find 4 mid runes on the playthrough. But you probably mean more of a martial art assassin playthrough, which, I mean, I would be more likely to do a martial art assassin playthrough than I would be to do a Mosaic, playing Mosaic ever, so. But yeah. Joseph saying 4, Smiter Vortex has the highest damage. Okay, I didn't know that for sure, but now that you mention it, I feel like I had heard that before. I will say though that I don't know that I've ever really worried about it too much, just because you get so much of your damage from Crushing Blow. Like definitely if you want to get the most damage, that's definitely the way to do it, but I feel like I personally wouldn't feel a difference in the gameplay much. Especially if you're rocking like, and this is past budget, it's like, if you had a Grief, I don't think you would notice the difference between the bases of what you're smiting with. Sunil says Ethereal Ha's best smiting weapon. Coolest, I think you said, actually. The most coolestness. Ooh, yeah. I like the way you worded that. I didn't say I was I keep saying that. Man. So anyone who's newer in here, and obviously not everyone is here right at the beginning of the stream. Huge news for cheap Phil, Frugal Phil. I got a new phone. Look, it looks just like every other phone. It's black. And it's a phone. It's a flat screen, and the whole thing's black. It's crazy. Crazy. Can't remember, it was somewhere. It's new to me phone anyways. Not brand new. No case, wild man. Oh no. So you get if you need to buy a case for your phone, you're not buying the right kinds of phones. I'll tell you that much. This is it's called an X-Cover 6 Pro. The body of the case is steel. So any case will be much softer than the phone itself. Will be much more destructible than the phone itself. And the screen is the edges actually come up and wrap around. So if you drop it on concrete or something, the screen literally can't touch the ground no matter what you do. The only way it could is if you drop it on, like, there's a rock like this and it lands like that, it could hit the screen like a point. But if it's like that, your case isn't going to do nothing for you anyways. You could get a screen protector, but I mean so the old phone that I had it for like it was the same version but the older version of it. It was a Galaxy, is it S8 Active is what it was called. I had it for like 4 or 5 years and never had a case for it. All the time I'd have it sit on my lap, get out of my car, just go fly, bounce across the concrete. You pick it up, it's perfectly fine. That's how you do it. Exactly, Fishaholic. Yeah, true story. True story. Don't know if I'm gonna read that one, but not reading that one out loud. Android or Apple? Definitely Android. I don't mess around with Apple products. Don't mess around with Apple products.
I am overburdened.
Is that an HTC? No, it's a Galaxy. HTC is a company, I think, right? I think. Respect to Blizzard after I reach 99. Currently playing Frost Nova. Go Blizzard till you get to 99, huh? I mean, Blizzard over Frost Nova, I would definitely do. If you want to stick with cold, for sure, I would definitely do that, I guess. I think Nova, regular Nova, is like the greatest choice for getting to 99, but yeah, Frost Nova, even with the best gear, in my opinion, in my experience, this is my experience, my opinion, nobody attack me. Frost Nova Players 3 is like the most you can really do comfortably. So Croaky, yo, come to the $5 super chat. Phil and Joe Rogan, two bald guys, favorite people to listen to. Appreciate you. One of the most popular people on the internet, and you like listening to, and also Joe Rogan. Huh? That's pretty cool. Good one, huh, fellas? Good one. Oh, Chronomancer coming in with a tier 1 sub. Ooh, thank you so much. Over on Twitch, 2 months. Very kind to you, supporting the channel there over on Twitch. I'm a Twitch member, subscriber member. What a slayer.
Croaky Crash donated $4.99 through Super Chat. Phil and Joe Rogan, my 2 favorite people to listen to.
Once again, Croaky, Chrono, thank you. Sunil says Apple kind of mid. Yeah, I don't know. Every company, every corporation is like not great, right? Apple's just had certain things come out about them over the years. And I know Samsung and Galaxy has been, they're not perfect either, but whether it's from like taking away the earbud jack, the headphone jack back in the day thing, and having their, I know it's changed now, but having their exclusive charging port so you couldn't buy it, and then having the whole fiasco about them intentionally slowing people's phones down so that they would buy new phones and stuff like that. And I know what everyone's going to say, that Samsung this, Samsung did that too. And then you're right, but just, I don't know. I've just never liked Apple since back in the day when you couldn't buy regular computer games for Apple because they were just completely different, you know what I mean? Everything about Apple is different than the rest of the world. I never liked that whole idea, personally. Also, I hate the interface on them. The interface, how they're just like, and it's probably different now, but they were just so basic of an interface always, and it was like they made their phones for children. It seemed. I don't know. Not that you want some complicated interface that's hard to use, but like, I don't know. There was just like one button. Even if you go back to iPod days, you like swirl in a circle around the one button to like do stuff. I don't know. I just never liked it. Never liked it. Beal up here a minute ago saying he had an $80 phone case and screen protector. Phone still shattered. Didn't help. Yeah. I've had the same thing too. I've had phone protectors, and then after like, I've paid the $60, $70 for OtterBoxes, and then 6 months later, like, you know, it's like a rubber case with the hard plastic case around it. The rubber on the inside edges starts bubbling out. Not bubbling, but like, I don't even know what you call it. From taking it in on your pocket. Kind of like losing it's not like fully form-fitting to the phone anymore. And then it's like super annoying, and I don't know. I don't know. I don't know a lot of things apparently, but see, Sunil says, coming from someone who has an iPhone, switching to Apple is not fun, but AirPods, some of the best headphones out there. Yeah, that is one thing with Apple phones. And now I feel like Samsung and pretty much even the other phone companies have caught up. The cameras for years on iPhones were insane. The camera quality was just insane. I believe, and I'm not some like hoity-toity phone expert or something, but I feel like all the other companies kind of caught up in the camera department. iPhone's microphones too, like just having your phone like this, like, or having your phone like let's say you were recording for a YouTube video with your phone just like this from this distance away. Your phone will actually pick you up pretty dang good, an iPhone. I don't know about that with all other phones, but I know I have a buddy, my buddy Carl actually records all of his, I think he has an iPhone. He records all of his YouTube videos just on his phone, and it sounds just as good as this microphone, essentially. Like, and I mean, considering not having to do any adjustments and not having to do any quality, and it doesn't cost you any more money or anything, like, it's incredible, to be honest. So I don't know how like my phone would do for doing something like that, but I'll have to test it out here, huh? I've been thinking about doing some stuff like that, just like recording in different locations or something, and on my phone or something like that, just to kind of switch up the look of some of my videos and stuff every once in a while. Mark making yo, welcome in. Fisk said you should respec into Inferno. Oh, Bit coming in with a 7 months of Jeff Bezos subscription over on Twitch. Thank you so much. Nothing I love more, and 7 months of it. Nothing I love more than when someone gives me Jeff Bezos' money. I love it. I love it. Costs you nothing, but helps me out. My favorite thing. Things that are free for you guys, but makes my life better. Slightly. Which that definitely does. Thank you so much. You legend. Maxim says needs his headphone jack back, right? Yeah, I got a headphone jack on my phone. That's why I didn't check them. Like, the thing is, though, too. The thing is, I only use a headphone jack if my earbuds run out of power. One skill. Every once in a while, I'll forget to charge my earbuds or whatever they're called. They're actually called like JLab or something. They're reasonable, but so I have a pair of wired headphones in my car so that I can just I don't even remember when or what. They're like ear candy something, like skull candy headphones or something like that. skull candy, I think is what it is, that I had from a long time ago. You know, that way I'd never have to worry about charging them. Just like, oh, at least I have headphones to use if I want to use them at the gym or something. So no matter what. But yeah. Every company's about the bottom line. Yeah, it is true. It is true. That's kind of what I said. Like, I'm sure Samsung's done a lot of stuff that's shady with their phones and stuff. They're probably doing the same thing as Apple, like slowing the phone down when the phone gets old to try to coerce you into buying a new one. Intentionally destroying your product that you paid for to get you to buy another one. But it's probably like my entire life's worth of experience with Apple is more of why I don't buy iPhones now.
122 donated €5 through Super Chat. Thanks for the reply. Greetings from Germany, winking face.
Thank you so much. Free mail for, I think that was €5, right? Thank you so much, man. For, that was your second $5 Super Chat, right? Am I blind? Yeah, or no, that one was 10. My God. Thank you so much. You legend. You're very welcome, by the way. Has Terrence Howard gone off the Oh, Terrence Howard. I forgot who Terrence Howard was for a second. I did see a bits and pieces of him of Joe Rogan. And Joe's just like, wow, that's crazy. I didn't know that. I don't want to get too into it because, I mean, some people are probably totally into that stuff, I guess. But if that's the guy I'm thinking of. Sony headphones for the win, says Schmooblock. Sony headphones, yeah. I want to get a new pair of like earbuds or whatever, you know. But the ones I have are probably like 5 years old. So I feel like the technology's probably advanced a little bit. Or I could probably get like the highest end headphones. I did pay like $50 for the ones I got like 5 years ago, so maybe they're probably fine. I used to wear them working in the factory, but the battery, when I first got them, the battery would last all 8 hours of the day. All 8 hours. Probably about a year later, they probably only lasted like 6 hours. And by the time when I was, 2 or 3 years after I got them, like 2.5 years after I got them, the battery only lasted like 4 hours. Or it probably lasted about 5.5 hours, to be honest. So I'd have to charge them at lunch, and they would barely last to the end of the day because they wouldn't fully charge in the half hour of lunchtime. So Chris is Phil's best community on YouTube. I mean, I can't argue with that. The legends up in this community way better than I am, for sure. Absolute legends up in here. Boom. Not a frog, just a quick visit. Got called in the office. Appreciate you hopping in. See what I did there? See what I did? Hopping in.
Croaky Crash donated $19.99 through Super Chat.
Croaky!
Earbud Fund.
Coming in with a pretty sizable $20 Super Chat. Thank you so much, Croaky, with the Earbud Fund. Well, I just dropped this money on the phone. I don't know. Ooh, what was that out there? I didn't even look. I just dropped this money on the phone. I bought a new car charger, and I had to buy a new. The phone only came with a 3-foot charging cable, so that's just unacceptable in 2024. Am I right? So I had to buy another charging cable. I'm probably in like $230 on this phone now after the charging stuff. Maybe even 240. So don't know if I'll be buying anything anytime soon. So I do want to. I've been looking at getting a Bluetooth speaker for a while though. I had one and it just got so bad. I said, and I couldn't talk myself into buying a new one. but what I did is I talked myself into throwing the old one away. And I said, you know what? If I throw this one away, that'll convince myself to go buy a new one. And that was like a year ago, and I never bought another one. But it got to the point where the battery would only last like a half hour in the Bluetooth speaker. But yeah, thank you so much, Croaky Cash. Once again, you're a legend. And thank you guys today. A lot of, geez, I wasn't expecting, just such generosity from you guys today. Thank you guys so much. Pretty much what I wanted to say. Let's see. Oh, I got a little behind. My apologies. I got a little behind over here, but Chrono called the Slayer ship. Thanks for the shout out earlier when he came in with the membership. Yeah, no problem. You deserve it. You deserve it for sure. Race got a 7-year-old LG, still working fine. Yeah, my dad, he's gone now, but he was into not getting Samsungs and iPhones. He had an LG, and then he got a Pixel, I think it was, before he passed away. So I don't know, for whatever reason, he was always like, he was big into computers and stuff, and he was like, his whole life he was kind of like electronic stuff, like early adopter. So I think that's kind of why he was into these other brands, like he was just that kind of person when it came to electronic stuff. Sweet Phil, what a gem. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Chrono says you should tell the CEO of Intel what mic you use. He gives us weekly updates. His mic sounds terrible. Do you work for Intel or something there, Chrono? It sounds like. I mean, it's just a Blue Yeti. It's like a $130 microphone I bought it from Target, actually. You can buy them from anywhere, pretty much. That's why I got it. It sounds okay, and you just get some basic software and balance out the audio. But he probably uses his iPhone headphones. I bet you is what he probably uses, or he just uses regular microphone on his actual laptop. Literally, those ones sound real bad. So can't get a Yeti microphone from Target. Guy makes millions or tens of millions a year, right? Well, he doesn't have to get a microphone. He doesn't have to worry about it. Not his problem. It's your problem if you can't hear him, not his. Sunil says try Sony WF-1000. So Sunil, is that I talked about so many different things in the last 5 minutes. Is that Sony WF? Is that earbuds? Is that the Bluetooth speaker? Or is that a phone? Or is that a microphone? I talked about all those different things in the last 5 minutes, so Mustang, yo. Let's see. Biv says Croaky, Kermit, not a frog. Bulbasaur is even froggy in nature. Weird theme going on, says Biv. Yeah, I don't know what's up. We're attracting. We got a lot of frogs in chat. I don't know what's going on with that. How does Terrazone work on single player gold tier? Yeah, so it just goes by your computer system clock, which can be manipulated if you're one of those type of people. Which I wouldn't necessarily recommend doing, but do whatever you want on single player. It's all about having fun, right? But no, you don't even need an internet connection or whatever. It just goes by your system clock, your computer's clock. And there's actually online, they're actually scheduled out. People pretty much know what Terrazone's going to be next. You can look weeks in advance of what time a certain Terrazone's going to be and stuff like that on offline single player. Can you make Infinity on non-ladder? Yes, Travis, yeah. The only things you can't make on non-ladder online nowadays is the most recent rune words, which consist of things like the Cure Helm in Bulwark and those group of low-level helmet rune words. You cannot make Mosaic. Yeah, and the other whatever other ones, the most recent ones. You can kind of Google what they are, but I know those specifically are ones you can't. Sunil says those are earbuds. Okay, gotcha. Sony. Oh, while we're here, I'll just copy and paste it real quick and see what this is. Why can't I copy this? Why ain't it working? Oh, you're just a little bit off the top of the screen. These are what? Those are out of the question. They're $230. They're $120 refurbished. Sunil, who do you think I am? I'm not paying more for my earbuds than I did for my phone and 3 different types of chargers for it. Yeah, boy. Soul read up a minute ago saying Apple has iPad market cornered for children. That's their biggest thing. I feel like it kind of is, yeah, because every school uses tablets nowadays and they all use iPads, don't they? Probably not wrong, huh? Ray says, I bought a new phone, gotta buy a new car to put it in now. Boy, I hope not. I hope not. I would go broke if that was the case. Yeah, boy. Just got a super important directive from the wife. So after this run, I'm not leaving, so you guys don't go anywhere, all right? But I gotta pick up a bag and put it on the porch. So I need, I'm gonna take like somewhere between 30 and 60 seconds to go put this bag on the porch. Right after this run. Sunil said he got those headphones for $150 on sale. Yeah, I'm thinking more like something that's maybe like 40 or 50 bucks. Earbuds that are $230 from Amazon. That's crazy. In my opinion. I bet they sound great though, right? Probably not, but really. What's going on, man? Welcome in. Whoopsie. Welcome it. Just save money by not getting haircuts so you can save up money to get those headphones. Yeah, all the savings I've had over the years from not getting haircuts been adding up. All right, so I'm gonna get this 30 seconds. I'm gonna be right back. My butt's gonna be back in the chair. See, I wouldn't lie to you, fellas. Over 30 seconds, prove it. Prove it. Also, my air conditioning's blasting, so I'm gonna put the... Sorry, that was probably incredibly loud. Putting on some sweatpants. You guys go back and pause that real quick. You probably just seen my belly button real quick. Relax, gentlemen. Printer cam. Oh, I should have popped the printer cam up, huh? Did I do the whole last run without Holy Shield? Could have, maybe. Possible. I would never forget Holy Shield. I don't think that's ever happened, really. This was the first time for everything. Plus, I want to take a quick drink of this cherry limeade sparkling water. The shredded abs, exactly, Saffron, exactly. Boris Slap says, D2R worse on PS5 than on PC. I would have to imagine that PC would be the best experience for D2R, but just obviously having the mouse control, being able to aim wherever you want to, and having like so many buttons to hotkey things to and stuff like that. But some people love it on console, but I would just have to imagine, right? Shmooblah saying, talking about the headphones from earlier, there's probably 4th of July sales everywhere. I mean, it is, what's that Amazon Day thing called? I don't know what it's called, but whatever that Amazon Day thing's called. Prime Day or something, I don't know. Hammered in rockin' Josh, what is going on? Is running Nova Sorceress worth it without Infinity? Worth it. I think the best possible version of Nova Sorceress with perfect gear and everything is self-wielding Infinity. But I mean, I regularly, as the first character that I respec into after I beat the game, regularly is Nova Sorceress with just like a spirit sword. Sometimes even before I even get a spirit shield, I'll have a 3 topaz helmet, go farm the Countess, go farm the Summoner in the Arcane Sanctuary, and do all that kind of stuff. Eldritch. You can go straight from budget to endgame gear on a Nova Sorceress, so yeah, I would say it is worth it. Yeah. Soundcore Anchor earbuds. Zanil knows all about the earbuds, apparently. Yeah, I don't know. I'll have to look. I'll have to look into it. The only thing I started to notice when looking into any electronics, just because like there's so many just like content farms out there. Like if you look on YouTube, there's not really anybody who actually is like electronic experts or something looking into the headphones, or it's really hard to find those videos if they are out there, because there's so many just like Chinese like companies that just make YouTube, like farm YouTube content, and it's just like AI voice like, hello guys, here is the top 5 earbuds for 2024. First up. And then it's just like copy and paste the descriptions of like the 5 best-selling earbuds on Amazon, you know? Coming in at number 5 is Qto's headphones. They are $35.95 on Amazon. They have great sound quality and a long-lasting battery. You know, it's like, oh my god. Like, I want a person that actually put their hands on these things and used it to tell me if it's good or not. Like, AI Phil is real. It's real. Oh no, Mark said his 79 hardcore summon necro died because he panicked, couldn't save and exit fast enough. Ooh. Sorry to hear that. Sorry to hear that. 4 people play on console, says Beal. No, I get you. I played on console for a long... That's why I originally stopped playing games on PC, because they're too expensive. Not to mention, all my friends were playing like Call of Duty and Halo and stuff online on Xbox and stuff. So, you know, and you couldn't play cross-platform back in the day. Hey, even on D2R, you can't nowadays, huh? But, wired or unwired earbuds? Oh, no wires, no wires. And I don't necessarily know specifically about the style as earbud. I don't know what they necessarily use nowadays, because there used to be the earbud ones that would hook on your ears for like when you're running and stuff, and then they had the ones that had the thing that came down like this, that was like the big batteries on either side, and then the little strings would come up to the ears. Like, I don't think they even use those anymore, to be honest. I think that design fell off because like battery technology got better. They didn't need the bigger batteries, but yeah, I'm not even 100% sure. Right now I just have regular, kind of like the earbud style, you know, just a little boop. Yeah, you won't believe what earphones came in at number 4. Will knows what's up. Now, it cracks me up the most because you'll start watching, and then the first sentence it's like completely improper English because it like isn't translated correctly, you know. And the people making it don't know how to speak English, so they can't tell that it doesn't sound right. It'll be like, here are the top, or like, and I can't think of a way to use improper English at the moment, but you know what I'm saying, though. When you hear it, you're like, ugh. I was just tricking you guys. I seen it. Good old Ashudas. We need 3 skills. You know what? I got a good feeling. I think it's gonna roll perfect. Absolutely 100% perfect. Oh. 16's a real low, isn't it? Real low, I believe. They can go up to like 40. Or wait. Let's Google it. Not bad. Question mark. It's got the 3 skills, but I never remember. Oh, it goes up to 20. Okay. There you go. I was gonna ask what it went up to. Why is my bitrate dropping? But yeah, I guess I don't need it. It goes up to 20. I know I'm pretty sure I've gotten better than that. I'm like dang near 100%. Also, I would never really choose that over there. Mr. Popo says best base for Crescent Moon. So I'm assuming you're gonna make a Crescent Moon for your sorceress. Everybody makes them in a crystal sword. You can make it in other stuff. Other things have really low requirements. Crystal sword is the go-to option that everybody uses. So Beal says overhyped trash weapon. I kind of agree. Maybe I wouldn't use as inflammatory language or whatever, but Soundcore, says Mark. Let me Google these Soundcore, huh? Shopping. Soundcore, they're only $60, huh? That's not too bad. Wait, why are these ones only 20? Oh, they got like the little hangy down thing, which is probably super annoying. Ooh, these blue ones are on sale for 50. No one wants the blue colored ones. Maybe I'll leave that page up. Maybe we'll look at that afterwards. Well, who am I kidding? I really... Well, the thing is, too, is that actually on the earbuds I have, they're old enough to where they're so old that the the round piece at the end, you know, you can replace those with different sized ones. The size that I was using wore out and they ripped and kind of started to fall apart. So I had to put on the next size smaller ones that I still, magically I found them and I still had them. But I feel like I should just get a new pair for like 50 bucks, huh? Or 60 bucks. That's right in the price range I was thinking, so maybe those are good. We have a recommendation for it, and then someone also agreed. So I mean, that's about the best you can do nowadays, huh? Josh said thinks he's gonna try a Hammerton. Yeah, Hammerton's, it's cool. It's strong. It's classic. So I'm not very big on using a Hammerton with budget gear. I will just, that's just a personal preference thing right there. But I would do, if I had budget gear, I would do Fist of the Heavens over hammers personally. But that's strictly opinion thing right there. +3, 30 Bone Flame worth anything. Bone Flame, huh? Never really see anyone really using Bone Flame. Trying to think. The 3 to Bone Flame, is that Poison and Bone skills? I can't remember for sure what's on Bone Flame. I think it's kind of one that people will use who want to, like, quote-unquote stick to the idea of a Necromancer having that Necromancer head. So many people just go with Spirit nowadays, just because Spirit is so good. So man, I can't believe the chat. I thought the chat was fixed for a while, but now it's doing that glitchy thing again, where it doesn't, the chats don't come in, and all of a sudden it just like flies in 50 of them at once. Sunil says Dark Force, Spawn, and Homunculus are the only ones he would say anyone uses. Gotcha. Spirit too good, says Will. Right. It is way better than a lot of other things. And cheap. Relative. Easy to get. Croaky, do I have a P.O. box? I do not. I do not. Appreciate the offer, but that's alright. Gonna send me some earbuds. Kind thought, but that's alright. Probably just be a man, spend the $50. I spend money on other things, but when it comes to like spending money on things that are for me, I never want to do it. Like I do go. Oh wait, what? Like I bowl every Wednesday, so I drop like 30 bucks every Wednesday at bowling, pretty much. Actually, I probably drop like 50 bucks at bowling every Thursday when you count in the beer and the you know, what is all that stuff called? Box Mystery and whatever the stuff's all called that I put money into. $50-50 stuff like that. Yeah. Gotta live a little, right? Oh, Sean said farming Mephisto, one of the Bloodlords gave him a cham. Nice. Yeah, if you got the right build, really taking out the council and those Bloodlords down there when going after Mephisto is like great for finding. I'll never forget back in the day. And maybe we'll take that. We'll make a, if I can get one spirit set together, make that other spirit. Zabrunsky did a video where he found like two Jaws and a Cham, I think, in 500 Mephisto runs from the Bloodlords down there. Sounds right anyways. Something along those lines. Don't quote me exactly on that, but it was something like that. Boy, Griswold is really the worst for drops, huh? Really the worst. Christopher, another advocate for the sound core. That's the one I looked up, right? All right, well, yeah. Huh. They look fancy enough too. Where'd those blue ones go? Sound core. Yeah, here we go. Same. I just changed the color. They'll be cheaper. Let's go to the thing. Go. Why won't this one go? Yeah, whatever. Watching my character stand there while I'm clicking around on my page, looking at what you call it. Got a Griffin's Eye. Only played the game for 5 days. What? That's insane. Oh, there we go. Better one to probably run here anyways. Yeah, I can pathless. I do definitely save money on hair care products, no doubt on that one. Don't have to get haircuts, shampoo, don't have to buy combs. Oh my gosh, the savings are endless. All you chumps, all you haired people. Considered playing Diablo 4. I'll probably play it, but I mean, it's still the same game, so I play it once in a while. There's no way I could completely switch my channel over to D4 though. It's just not fun enough, you know? Like, I just don't like it enough, and having to learn everything like that is just not going to be something that's in the cards for me. In the way the YouTube algorithm works, you can't just like make random videos for this game, that game, and stuff like that. So I'll stream it for a few days when the season or whatever. Jay, one Burroon away from getting his first Enigma. Good luck on that one. Good luck. Mephisto in D4 now. Yeah, that's what. Well, it's essentially like Act 3. I don't know if Mephisto was. They got the Act 3, like the council members are in there. I know that. So. Combs to the demise of so many bank accounts. You ain't wrong, man. You are not wrong. Combs, just an unnecessary expense. Will says never played after 2. Should I try 3, 4? I mean 4 is not terrible, but oh well. 8 and 5 on Fire and Poison are gonna be. I could Lars a kid, huh? Oh, never mind. No, I can't. Psych. Three is one that I want to try here in the not incredibly distant future. I haven't played Diablo 3 since like the first month it came out, and I was like, oh no, what have they done? D2 is the best game ever made, and this is just absolutely terrible. Jay said he's been doing LK runs till his eyes start falling out. That's how you do it, right? You think it's possible to find one high rune for every 2 hours of chaos magic finding? Is it possible? I mean, it's possible to do that. Is that going to be the most likely outcome for everybody? Probably not. But yeah, it's gonna. I've seen a few comments down here from Soul and stuff. It's gonna depend on your character and efficiency, pretty much. But and then just luck too. So, hello, darling. What's up? Great. Kid's hungry again. What do you think you want? Is it something you can get yourself?
I am overburdened.
What are you getting? This kid's always hungry. Yeah, she knows she can get all the good stuff when I'm working. She knows I ain't going up there and cutting up an apple or something for her right now. I'm not getting her out vegetables or something right now. Quick, you guys know. Gotta take some drugs real quick. Forgot to do it earlier. Get her an old fashioned. I don't know about that. There we go. Some allergy medication. Gunner says sounds like his kid always hungry. Yeah, that's how they are. They're like hobbits. I was telling her about this. She's never seen Lord of the Rings. A lot of you guys probably have, I guess. But there's that one scene where he's like, they were like, isn't it about time for supper? And they're like, didn't you just eat dinner? And then they're like, well, you can't have just dinner. You gotta have supper. And it's like, well, you just had lunch a few hours before that. Or I don't remember the way the conversation went, but they're like, well, you gotta have breakfast and then tea time and then brunch and then lunch and then supper, then dinner, then second dinner, and then dessert, and then nighttime. You know, that's how kids are. They're like hobbits, just without the hairy feet. Yoshi, yo. What's going on? Josh is always hungry like a kid too. He is. Right? True story, huh? Jay says pollen count's been crazy this year, you say, huh? Yeah, I don't even know. I don't even know what it is for me personally. Just, you know, when I'm in the basement, it's an unfinished basement, so, you know, probably something to do with that, Just a 80-year-old house with an unfinished basement. That's where I work all day. Never really thought I had allergies, or never did, but then just for S's and G's, I was like, whatever, I'll just use this allergy medication. I was like, oh, everyone's nose isn't plugged up all the time? That's crazy. I never thought mine wasn't. I never thought mine was until I realized it was, I guess. I don't know. Not sure what I'm doing right now. Don't really want to waste time doing that kind of thing. Give me some more of this cherry limeade. Ooh. True story, Croaky. True story. It has been 2 hours, though, so I've been streaming for 2 hours. She hadn't said anything to me, so call that a win. Althal, Ort, Am. So I just need an Ort, and I can slap together, and I'm gonna roll a perfectly 35 FCR Spirit on the very, very first try. Obviously, of course it is. I am definitely one of the people that has the best spirit luck in the entire world. I will say that. Enigmaless Mosaic Sin? Ooh. I mean, it's pretty much going to be the same stuff as everybody. Chaos Sanctuary, Eldritch and Shank. I mean, pretty much a lot of Chaos Sanctuary, I would guess. Just get a Telly Staff just to teleport into the Chaos Sanctuary. I would recommend probably. So it's pretty much just going to be a ton of chaos, pretty much. Cody B, what's going on? Grindy says, "What about second breakfast?" Viv, second breakfast. Was that another one that they mentioned in the thing? Yeah, it's been a long time since I seen the movie, so I wouldn't be surprised if I didn't quote it exactly perfect. But yeah. Extra champion here and there. Don't mind taking those out. Every one of those champs out here could be a Tyrell's Might. Oh, somebody's here. Must be the other kid. Didn't you get like 4 35s in a row? I think I got like 3 out of 4 or 3 out of 5 or something like that. At one point. Or maybe it was even 4 out of 5. Something crazy like that. Jumbo says the cold air sinks. Yeah. Well, yeah, my basement is freezing in the summer because the air conditioning's blasting and then the basement's just freezing, so. And it's supposed to be like 85, 86 today, which is for Michigan on the warm side. So I got the air conditioners actually running. Ah, can't telly stomp correctly. XCR needed for lightning. So Mr. Popo, if you're using specifically the skill lightning or chain lightning, it's 117. If you're using any other skill on the lightning tree, you only need, or any other skill on the fire or cold tree, it's only 105. But specifically for the skill lightning, it is 117. Lightning and chain lightning. Obumbration. Sorry if I'm not pronouncing that right. But yeah, happy Wednesday. Hump day! Let's see. Viv saying Dabrowski streamed on Twitch. Kind of out of nowhere, but yeah, he did stream on Twitch. Every once in a while, I can't remember when it was I seen him stream. Kind of like a random stream one day. That was a while ago now, actually. That was probably like 6 months ago. Ooh, no good. Else? No. No. Oh, I didn't see Croaky said up here what happened to Dabrowski. Well, what happened to him? I can only speculate. And it's not anything crazy. Like, you know, if you play a game for like 20 straight years, you could kind of like, you still like it and it's great. You could get wore out. I think he kind of got wore out from Diablo 2 a little bit. And I think I know he has a pretty good job too. So like, it wasn't like he was doing this full time. It was just kind of a hobby for him. You know, he was just doing it on the side or whatever you want to call it. So. Yeah, he wasn't like Sweet Phil, who, you know, I just had some garbage factory job with no hopes of advancement and stuff like that. So Saffron said he got a life. Yeah, there you go. And then there's me, just still sitting in my basement playing video games, just like I was at my parents' house. Oh boy, when you word it that way. When you word it that way. Check the ghost spear. Ooh, missed it. Missed it. Didn't see it. Fred saying he likes, like you like call him the breakfast, the bacon meal. There we go. Bacon meal, huh?
I am overburdened.
Bacon is good. My goodness, bacon is good. I'm a breakfast skipper kind of person personally. Lunch, dinner, call it a day. Or wait, was it a Thull rune I needed? I don't remember. We'll grab them both. Looking for another champion, but of course there isn't going to be one now. Snow Pro, what's going on? Is this the real Sweet Bill or an imposter wearing a bald wig? I don't think they're called bald wigs. Don't think they're called bald wigs. Snow Pro? But yeah, that's the 24-month badge right there. Snow Pro. Ooh. How sick is it? Top tier stuff. Oh boy.
What the shit now? I gotta see Phil's head every time I chat. This is
How far is she gonna go?
Diablo.
Oh, didn't even finish Diablo 2. She just said Diablo and then was done. Alpha or Am. 45 res first try. There's pretty much guaranteed. But before we do this, Snow Pro, I just gotta say, my God, 24 months of, you're not even a Slayer. You're not even a legendary Slayer, bro. He's a Giga Chad Slayer. Ooh. Thank you so much for being the Giga Chad that you absolutely are. Thank you so much, my dude. Stomach 2 years this bald guy. I know, right? All right, so here we go. Tal, Thull. I almost tricked myself here. Tal, Thull, Ort, Am. Well, I guess I don't roll perfect all the time. Bart said, good luck today. Appreciate you. Yeah, anti-perfect on the FCR roll. Real rough. You know what? We get him next time. Next time I find a hell rune, I'll have to remember to pick it up. Zap that out and then try again. This will be the time it'll take me like 800 rolls. Is probably what'll happen here. This is going to be that time. Balrog skin, okay. Sazabis, love it.
I can't.
Just looking real quick. I don't remember what's on this thing. I just want to look real quick. Good job. Hit recovery, attack rating, demons, some strength, and life. Okay, yeah. Spirit or Haas on H-Dent? Yeah, I always use Spirit. Get to the 125 easy peasy. Yeah, without Spirit, you'd have to have like a 220 amulet. You need a 215 amulet and go 2 FCR rings. So, I don't know. Do I even have a 15 amulet? I might actually. Well, I don't know. Do I? Now I'm curious. I mean, that's kind of a cool amulet there, huh? Too bad it's cold res. I wish it was something else, but 216 right there. Ooh, man. Could go with that. Stick a Haas on there. It's almost 2 of one, half dozen to the other, though, because I actually feel like you know, you end up with the same plus skills. I believe my math is correct, and then you actually lose some resistance. So Beal says a 220 helm. Oh yeah, the 220 helm could make up for the to get the more plus skills on the build. I see what you're saying. Okay, yeah, I didn't think about that. Do I have one of those? I think I do. Maybe. No, I do not. 210 with 17 strength. All res. Walk, run. Yeah, Haas is +4, but you'd have to take off the 2 SOJs in order to get the FCR rings on there. But then I wasn't thinking about the circlet. Overlooked it, I guess, whatever you want to call what I just did there. Whoops, missed again. Yeah, forget these monsters. Best place to farm a Monarch shield. I mean, that's an incredibly popular question. I'll tell you where I find them at, and I always find my shields at wherever I'm farming the most, to be perfectly honest. I never specifically go out of my way like, oh, technically this is the best place to find a white Monarch, the Larzik and whatever, or whatever. So a lot of times early in ladder, it's off of like an armor rack on the way to the Countess, or I find one in the Arcane Sanctuary, or some other easy to farm location. Technically, the less magic find you have, the more likely you're going to find a Monarch that's not magic or rare or something. So cows is good for dropping a ton of stuff. I just generally don't recommend doing that stuff. Like if you want to farm cows, do it for sure, and that'll be a good place to find one. But I always just find them wherever. I would go wherever you can kill monsters as fast as possible to find it. Wherever that is, whether it's Chaos Sanctuary, whether it's pits, whether it's ancient tunnels, whether it's Elder Shank, whatever. So Grindy has luck in the pits. I've definitely found him in the pits before. Yeah, for sure. Beal saying Haas has the same damage but has better res. Well, I mean, I guess you could socket it and get more all res in it, stick a Umrune in or a diamond or whatever. But I mean, a spirit has 77 to resistances or whatever, right? Like this isn't even a perfect one actually. You have 80 to cold, lightning, and poison, and then the fire gets made up from the older boots. So you get 80 here, and this would be 50, 60, 70. Two. You know. Yeah, I mean, Haas. Better block rate, you say? I don't know what it is. You'd have to take off. Actually, I don't have Holy Shield on, do I? It's 75 inherently. Block chance. Yeah, I could see that. Yeah. Yeah, extra strength on there too. Block rate, block chance. Yeah, I guess that it might be when I stop and think about it, it might be like a little bit better in the min-max category technically. With but getting the really good 220 circlet is probably super hard, since I don't have one in 2.5 years of playing offline single player, and that 15 FCR plus amulet is also tough to get, and to trade for is I could only guess several high runes. Like I don't know if it would be like 2 or 3 burr runes or 10 burr runes. Like, I don't know, but it's definitely quite a bit. Or jaw runes, as the case may be, whatever people decide is the most expensive one at the moment, I guess. Jaws, I suppose. Oh, jeez. What's going on? Welcome in. Will Hawks says, found tons of monarchs with like 200 or 300 magic find. Yeah, you definitely can still find the socketed and the white ones for sure. I always find them with magic find on too, but it's just technically you have a slightly better chance of finding them as white or socketed if they don't roll as magic or rare. So, but yeah, I never take off magic find to find monarchs. I never go to a specific place to find monarchs. Yep. I just magic find pretty much and get one eventually. Did I get Tyraels? Not yet. Not yet, Xandrum. I'm still working on it. Just a matter of moments until I find it. Mad Dog Ha's best for Smite. Okay. I believe it. I would say probably Grief is the best for Smite, really. Grief and Crushing Blow. Goblin Toes and Grief. Chris, no, I don't call myself any nicknames when I'm on the dance floor. Definitely don't do that. Hey, here we go. Oh. Only I had a little bit more magic find, only 267. Gotta identify it, right? Rolls just mechanics with 2 to dexterity. Interesting. Jay uses Gore Riders, didn't even consider Goblin Toes. Yeah, I usually go with Gore Riders too, just didn't get the open wounds on it too. Easy peasy, right? But yeah, Goblin Toes has higher percent chance of Crushing Blow technically, but so some people go with that one. I think it's a personal, just a preference situation. What the individual user wants to use. Amrune, maybe Ams are a little bit more rare than the other ones ever so slightly, so maybe we'll keep just that one. Pratty, what's going on? Long time lurk, you say? Just want to say, what's up? Well, thank you for watching the stream. And what is up going on? Swish said, got G-Face and Goblin Toes in the same drop. Yeah, I think in my last video, actually, I got the G-Face and Goblin Toes in the same drop. They were the best thing you found, so you slapped them on your sorceress. Nice. Lever. That's what, Butcher's Pupil. Summoning Druid, FCR, Mana Leech. Goated. Same song again. Memory good for a Nova Sorceress. I never use memory.
Good afternoon.
Maybe if you have like an amazing base for it, and then you could justify it as like being a quote unquote like a great pre-buff for the energy shield while also having the base skills and stuff. I feel like Crescent Moon and Crescent Moon Spirit is just so much like easier to get that I wouldn't really recommend, because I think I don't remember everything that's on memory, but I feel like you'd have to get like Nova, like 3 to Nova, 3 to energy shield, like 3 to lightning mastery to justify it being over like a Crescent Moon Spirit. But yeah, Pretty, we were talking about that earlier. I've been looking, obviously incredibly hard to find offline single player, but a great base for Obsession. That'd be quite a trophy find on offline here if I could get one. Sunder Charm, probably perfect. Oh, next time. Next time. No champion around there. Swish says memory good on the offhand for Nova. If you don't have a CTA, and I've heard of people, they actually like swap their gear around to use their memory staff and stuff. I'm like, swapping gear, bro. Ain't nobody got time for that. Don said he got a 1 bow CTA. Quit for 2 weeks. Yeah, that's not very good. Not very good. Mad Dog says memory. Yeah, there's an old school rune word. It's been around for like ever called memory that you can only put in staffs. Wait. Like this. My goodness. Does it pop me up with all this? Oh, I'm on shopping. That's why it's not coming up right. Alright, let's go. Boop. So it'll look like this. Whatever website this is, Reddit? Sure. But yeah. Memory staff. And I don't know, I think some of this came on the whatchamacallit, on the staff itself, so. But yeah, you just Google memory staff D2R and it'll pop up with stuff. You want to take a closer look at her? Wonder where our guy's at. There he is. Sharp-Tooth Slayer. Ooh. Oh, good thing I came out here. Got my 220 Amazon glove. Oh. like anyone would think I would actually ever find them on offline single player. It's funny too. That was one of the more painful things. Was it last season or the one before? I hopped on. I'm playing ladder, and within the first couple of days of ladder, I found 220 Java gloves, and I was like, "You got to be kidding me! You've got to be kidding me!" The game was indeed not kidding me. It was deadly serious. Nope, nope, nope. $233. What we're looking at? Oh yeah, it was the next terror zone is something like Halls of the Dead or something. Let me gander here. Dry Hills Halls of the Dead. Then Talrash's Tombs. Oh. Wonder if there's any immune to magic in the Talrash's Tombs. Are there any of those guys down there? There probably is. I feel like those, what are they, rattlers? Or I don't remember what they're called in every area, but I feel like those are immune to magic in some areas. So. Hopefully maybe they're not in that area? Unravelers? Whatever they're called. Whatever they're called. $50? That 4 to 12 probably, cold damage probably made it level 50. They're super annoying. Yeah, those are the wave 2 of Bale that are immune to magic that are real annoying, but they're not immune to magic everywhere. I found that out the other day. Somewhere they're not, I forget where it was. They weren't immune to magic. So Troy, there's a website that has a list of the offline single player Terror Zone schedule. I got a video about it, so you can look it up on YouTube, and I got a link in the description there. You could probably just Google it too and find it. So, like D2R single player Terror Zone schedule, it should pop right up. I would imagine. I have it bookmarked, obviously. I go there pretty regularly. Just decided to, just for whatever reason, to clear out more of the area or whatever. Figured I'd go for it. See what happens. Of course, Google knows exactly. Of course. Or just use your favorite search engine. There you go. Is there a downside to farming non-stop terror zones? Some of the terror zones are super bad and super annoying to run. So there's that. Beyond, as long as it's like, I wouldn't run like the swampy pits or something. There's some terror zones I don't run. Great Marsh. I don't even know if the Great Marsh can be terrorized. I don't remember, but if it could, I wouldn't do it. Pretty much. I don't know which other ones. The Bloodmoor. I don't know. Sometimes super early on in ladder I'll run it because the Bloodmoor is obviously really easy. But there's like all these little packs of like 3 monsters here, 3 monsters there, so it's not great. But yeah. Not really a huge downside to running terror zones all the time though, if you can. Yeah, as for, I see someone mention Max Roll's Terror Zone list. I generally don't go by a lot of other people's Terror Zone lists, because if they did, they would just, I don't know how they make their lists sometimes. It says like, I don't know, because I really like a lot of the Act 1 Terror Zones, but they're all like rated super low. But yeah, that's just my own opinion there, huh? Yeah, well, I guess I just don't agree with their what do you call it, assumptions or whatever you want to call it, their findings or whatever you want to call it. All the time. I looked at it before and I was just like, That's just me. A terror zone. Pratty says a terror zone bot that announces what the current terror zone is. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know that I'm not sure. Because you can kind of just Google all that stuff too, so, I mean, I don't know. It is a thing. I guess I keep it in mind, but... Not sure if I'd want to do that or not. It's always a fine line because nobody wants like Discord spam too much, right? But then also they could just turn the notification for it off and then they wouldn't get hit by it, like they wouldn't hear it, see it. But then it's a thing that it's a thing that could annoy somebody and then they could want to leave the Discord if they're constantly getting annoyed by notifications, right? So I don't know. Dank Ninjas, new to D2, trying to get to Arcane Sanctuary, kind of a little bit lost, huh? So you have to go, if you go down in the Viper Temple, you get in Act 2, you need to get the staff from in the Maggot Lair, which you probably already did if you're asking about the Viper Temple. And then the Viper Temple, you go down in there and you get, you get the amulet. And you have to put those two pieces in the cube and it kind of puts them together. And then what you actually have to do is you have to go down in the palace, which the palace is actually inside the actual Act 2 town. Dank Ninjas. It's kind of like in the lower left of the map, or like straight left or whatever you want to call it in town. But you have to talk to people in town to get the guard to get out of the way. Usually it's Dragnon, right? Usually it's a guy named Dragnon. So.
I can't carry it.
75. Oof. Favorite terror zone? Talrush says Tomb says Beal. Can't say Andy. Favorite terror zone. I mean, this out here is probably one of them, to be honest. Just like being able to come out here and hit Eldritch and Shank and Eldritch and Shank and Eldritch and Shank. Super easy. I mean, and it's not like, I guess my answer would be not one specific one, Beal, but it's honestly probably those Act 1 terror zones, like the I don't remember which ones they all are. Just hitting some of these easy ones, the Dark Woods, the Jail, even Cold Plains and stuff, they're just so easy. They're so easy. Pits is cool. I mean, Pits is cool for sure. The easy ones in Act 1 there, the Arcane Sanctuaries is awesome. Definitely Talrush Assumes is good, for sure. But I like Telrash's Tombs, but I don't think I like it as much as everybody else does. Personally. Jimino Prime had a few good high runes off of the terrorized Dark Woods. Yeah, specifically for me, it's and if you roll a good map for this, I probably don't have one now. I'm not gonna go around here for forever or whatever, but they're just, the monsters are so easy out here. You kind of get packs of these guys that are super easy and quick to kill. Especially if you get some of those encampments right by the waypoint, like the one map I have on my sorceress. There's a bunch of shrines out here. You can grab experience shrines pretty easy. Like champion. 220 Java gloves while I'm messing around. Oh, don't be. I never wanted to be ethereal. Got these big encampments of Carver Bros, especially if you have Nova Sorceress or something. Maybe it could, any of the AoE clears, you know, the mob clears. These in the woods encampments like this. Way better with Nova. Hammer's not as great out here, but a bunch of champions. I can't really hit them. They keep hitting the trees and get knocked down, so. Got your super unique Treehead Woodfist out here, wherever he's at. Woodfist. He's gonna, oh, I was hoping he'd give me my 220 Javas. There's somebody out here. Give me my 220 Javas. Nope, they ain't gonna do it. Layman said he's back. Any good finds while you were gone? Nothing insane. The shooters, I don't know what you missed, but a shooters and like Drax and a couple things like that. I'm only saying Cold Plains because I hit 99 there. Well, no, I run Cold Plains all the time. Like at the beginning of ladder, once you first be able to run Terror Zones, like I've literally had it where, like if you don't have a Mosaic Assassin in your game, like on the second day of ladder, like you have all 8 people running, players 8 in the Cast Sanctuary, like barely being able to kill stuff. But you can easily go out into the Cold Plains and kill stuff. Like even in a player's 8 game, but you're out there solo by yourself, you can kill stuff in the Cold Plains, you know? That's what I really love about that place. It's just so easy. Oh, easy. And if things are super easy, you don't have to worry about dying. You don't have to worry about survivability. You can kill monsters, even though if the density isn't the greatest, you know, you can still make up for it in clear speed a little bit. Probably not fully, but, you know. Ever had a 3 Nova Ormus drop? Don't know, I think so. Probably. I don't know if I have one here, but Fireball, Lightning, 3 to Nova. Unfortunately, it rolled with the 12 on the skill, whatever, so. Alexander talking about the ratings on Terror Zone, saying it's build character and build dependent. Yeah, I pretty much agree with that. There is one that I didn't know that I actually found out from looking at that list, and that was that the cow level, even terrorized, does not give very good experience, to be straight up. Like, you'd think you're killing all these cows, but I guess I'm not exactly sure why. I guess just because the experience got nerfed so bad back in the day, because it used to give crazy experience back in the day, and they nerfed it so that people would do something else besides only run cows all the time. I believe anyways. So that even with it being terrorized, it still doesn't give great experience. But and you're killing cows so fast, and a lot of them, it just doesn't really add up as much as you would think. We'll grab that ogre maw. You know what kind of cracks me up, and this isn't meant as an attack at anybody, but I'll literally, in my videos, I'll be like, oh, look at this one, fellas. It's not an ogre maul. This is pronounced ogre maul. Ooh, promise me. Trust me, guys. And then in the comments, somebody will be like, you said it was pronounced ogre maul, and it's not pronounced ogre, but it actually is pronounced ogre. And I'm like, they'll be like, you must read at a 3rd grade reading level, because it definitely is not pronounced ogre. And I'm like, oh my god. Good one, though. Good attack on me, but it's so funny. SnowPro said he turns off all. A minute earlier we were talking about Discord notifications. Said he turns all of his Discord notifications off because people constantly at all on everything. Yeah, I still got some stuff on. I'll leave it. I'll leave the notifications on certain things. Depends on, because that's the thing. Like I was mentioning that. You know, if you get too many notifications, you just turn them all off, and then you just don't check the Discord ever again, and then yeah. That's what for the adding people, I just do it for the content. I don't know that I really want to have it for more than that, to be honest. For like permanently adding everybody. Skipped a Grand Charm? Oh boy. Oh boy. I would never, Mark Pierce. I would never miss a Grand... No, yeah, I miss those all the time. Huh? My bad. I usually would pick it up for sure. Just missed it. Marty! What's going on? Welcome in. Fred said they could make it the Terror Zone tier list and then have it where you can select the build for it, stuff like that. Yeah, I don't know, because it just depends. Some people like certain builds and certain ways that people play. Mancatcher, elite base, but it's so bad though. Poison explosion on striking, kind of interesting, kind of funny. It could be whoever made it. I don't remember whose name was on there, who wrote it or whatever. It could be that they just don't view other builds and like ease of play as important things to take into consideration as to where you should run, which is probably what I would guess. Ease of play is a very important aspect to me, but other people not so much. But they could. Being wrong is better for engagement, says Smalps. True story. I'd rather not have the engagement, though, to be perfectly honest. I used to do that, though. I used to like when people would do negative comments on my videos and stuff, I used to like actually talk to them. Like I would just say, like I would talk to them like I was being serious. Like they'd say something really stupid about how, or like how my video's complete dog crap or something, I'd be like, oh, really? I'm sorry to hear that. Like, why would you say that? Do you think that the editing's not good, or do you just not like this build? And they'd say stuff, and I'd like respond back with some like ridiculously too serious response to what they were saying. Oh, well, thank you so much for your input. For the, you know, you think the editing is dog crap. What do you think I could do to make the editing better? And like, so they keep responding to get more interaction. Oh, my guy out here, Doc Farron, hitting me up with that Grizz Caddy. Ooh. 4 sockets or bust. You need it for certain random builds. Boom. Oh. I don't remember how everything else rolls. I only remember the 4 sockets. I feel like the enhanced damage has got to be within a range. Don't remember what it is, though. 4 sockets is good to get on that, though. Pretty rare item. Pretty rare item. 15 IS, 82 attack rating. So if you want to get increased attack speed in something, you also get some attack rating too to help you out. All right, well, maybe we'll hang out of that. Get you a little extra attack rating. Not that kind of engagement, Fred. Not that kind. No Pro said he's not a fan of the Mr. Beast videos. Yeah, I mean, I can see that. I feel like they're not made for our demographic. I can say that with quite a bit of confidence, actually. Almost 3. What did I say the next terror zone was? Dry Hills, Halls of the Dead. We'll scope it out, though. Some of these I don't, you know, I haven't ran them enough to even remember if they're completely bad or like okay betterness. I think that one was okay. Halls of the Dead. I don't remember what's down there though. Sometimes I'll hop into some of them like, oh, they're immune to me down here and I forgot and I don't want to spend 6 hours trying to kill this stuff. All right, we'll skip it, but we'll see what's up with this one. Don't remember. BS says Java with Phoenix. I feel like I did one of those not that long ago.
Hello.
I have a Phoenix. Yeah, maybe it was a while ago now. Time flies, you know what I mean? Us old people. Us old people. Maybe I did that. Maybe I did a Phoenix Fireballer. I know I made a Phoenix. On offline single player here. Because you can go Phoenix and then you can throw your Infinity on your Mercenary for the Conviction Aura. You don't need the Insight to keep your mana up because you have Force, the Redemption. Can't remember for sure. Didn't Sweetfield cure blindness, give away 1,000 houses? I wish I was rich enough to do those things. No Pro says he wants me to see me do a double kickflip one last time. I wonder. I honestly, I wish I could come across somebody who had a skateboard right now, so I could see if I could do any of that stuff. I'd probably break my ankle instantly, like literally. I don't remember which ankle it was. I tore a ligament in my ankle real bad, like real bad. Well after I stopped skateboarding, so I don't remember if it was my left ankle or my right. But if it was my left ankle, I probably couldn't even do a kickflip anymore, to be honest. Oh, perfect fire Sunday. Ooh. There we go. Good old perfect Sundays. We note those. But yeah, I don't even know if I could do a regular kickflip at this point. Let you do it on your World Industries. Nice. World Industries. Never was a fan of World Industries. But I would never buy one, but I could use somebody else's, sure. Yeah, that was, you said you'd break a hip. The reason I stopped skateboarding is because I got too big. The very first time I went and bought a skateboard and I brought it home and within 15 minutes it broke, I was like, yep, I'm not skateboarding anymore. Actually, I already have Perfect Sundays all set up here, so yeah. Dark Star back in the day, all right. Probably a Blind Rider. I don't know I don't know Blind Rider. There were so many different companies back in the day. There were some smaller companies. There was this one, it was called Enjoy. That was like one of my favorite boards ever. I mean, every company did, but they made a lot of their boards were like extra wide. They were wider than normal because like a regular board is usually like 7.5, I feel, if I remember correctly. But their boards were like generally pretty much they're in every line of board they had was like 7 3/4, 8, stuff like that. And I liked the board a little bit wider because I got one taller guy. You know, I'm 6'3". Even at the time, I was like 6'1". Enjoy an Element were your favorite, yeah. And then I feel like Enjoy went out of business. Enjoy, I think, got bought out by Deca. And then I found that out because I couldn't find another Enjoy board. So I started buying Deca. So yeah. Brandon's Full Metal board. I feel like I remember hearing about that, but I don't know if I've ever seen it. So yeah. Crash said he ended up in the hospital last time he skateboarded. That story sounds like an accurate story. I feel like it's not made up at all. Sounds very, very, very believable. Going up an elevator, that bird was there. Established TV. What's going on? Let's go. Phil is a tall man. Kind of. I'm not like a giant or anything. Just a little bit above average for the United States, I guess. 6'3". So 6'3". I was 223 this morning. So I'm built like an NFL receiver, pretty much. Like, you seen those the pictures of DK Metcalf when he came out of, you know, the combine when he came out of college? That's pretty much the way I'm built, so. Trash says beer, skateboard, flip-flops, kickflip, faceplant, concussion. You can't skateboard and oh my gosh. I've watched people skateboard in flip-flops, and you end up sandpapering your foot. So yeah, you can't do that. Ugh, God. Yeah, that's a terrible idea. I've seen people, oh, I'll just try, and they're like, oh no, and they don't realize that they're going to shred the top of their foot when they try to ollie or kickflip or something. Yeah, of course, when you're drunk though, yeah, I understand completely what happened here. Tress had found his Zod yesterday. Wow. Nice, man. Single player Zod. Ooh. Lies? That's not a, no. I'm built just like DK Metcalf. Fury. Yeah, I mean, not the best area out here, but it's whatever. Flying birds makes it a terrible terror zone, actually. Hate those things. How's Halls of the Dead look down here? Is it just like a tiny, is it just a small tall rock? See, these ones, they're not even immune to magic down here. Hollowed ones. Good, 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 good. I can't hit him for some reason. Oh, got the wrong weapon out too. Maybe we can't get enough density down here. So far, not so good on the density front, it looks like, but different maps can have a little bit different roles on the density, so I'll keep plugging along here. I'm not sure if Saffron, if you're behind or not, but he says you can't even trade for really good obsession bases online. They don't even exist. We were talking about that a while ago, so he might be a little behind there, but I can believe it. They're just so rare that nobody can ever find them, huh? Snowcrow says DK underperformer in his opinion. Doesn't hold a candle to Calvin. Well, yeah, I mean, not everybody can be a Hall of Famer, am I right? Yeah, he's been a little bit underperformer. Never really had a very good quarterback. I mean, Geno Smith before that. I mean, he had Russell Wilson, I guess, so. Russell Wilson is obviously a great quarterback. Can't wait to see the comments on that statement. I'm kind of joking, by the way. Calvin was a freak, yeah. I mean, they're probably built about, well, I don't know who's more muscular or jacked or something, but like stature wise, I think they're about the same, right? Aren't they both like 6'4"-ish? Probably. DK Metcalf to the Chiefs is what you heard? Yeah, right. The Chiefs fan wants a wide receiver to come their way. Your best hope is Brandon Ayuk. Maybe I'll just spam hit this second level, huh? Just come to the way my map's set up. Maybe I'll just hit this second level and then just spam that. Kind of a quick hitter instead of a large density area. Yeah, David said that the Infinite Burr video from Ginger. Yeah, it's not anything that's practical. You literally have to, like, you can't do that in any normal style of play. It's literally impossible. You can only do it if you manipulate, like, the game and stuff to get it that way. But it's interesting. Savage Ogre Axe of Swiftness. Bump those numbers up a little bit, we can get our Cruel Ogre Axe of Quickness, which would be so sick. Snowcrow's over Russ. Yeah, I mean, he's been not great for a little bit here, huh? Not great for a little bit. Oh, this goes out over here further. Freaking goes out here. Calvin's personality helped him. DK's a bit of a monster. Monster in like he's huge and really good, or like. But yeah, Calvin was a super chill guy, it seems. So, but it's part of the reason why he essentially retired early. Huh? Like obviously, always being like nicked up and stuff in the NFL and always losing is not going to keep you playing for a long time, but. Yeah, Fred, did you when you said DK to the Chiefs? I mean, that was kind of a joke, right? Like you didn't actually hear DK to the Chiefs, or that's like wishful thinking. Just because I had said that he never had a quarterback before. Shane, what's going on? Welcome in. Snowpro says people coming in the NFL getting paid so much, they aren't fighting hard to get paid. I think it's sort of true, but I mean, to a point. Let me get rid of this gold real quick in the stash, actually. They do still fight for that second contract, though. At least the second contract and then the third contract. But it's disheartening a little bit. Like, I notice these things looking into fantasy football and stuff. How much better the average NFL, like, wide receiver and running back does in fantasy when they're, like, on the last year of a deal and stuff like that. Or even if you look at, like, the number of games that they miss, NFL, like, wide receivers, if they're on like the franchise tag or something like that, they miss like on average like 50% less games than they do when they're not, which leads me to believe that people just aren't really trying very hard to play. Like they're guaranteed to get paid whether they actually are on the field or not, so you know what I mean? But if you're fighting for that next contract, you're gonna really push to get out there, right? So, and that I don't know what the number was exactly there for sure on the playing through getting dinged up and stuff like that, but I know it's true. But Fred, you were joking on that one. Yeah, okay, got you picking up Shillian down. I was gonna say, heading on a family trip on the 4th. No, we're not going on any like trip. We have like I have my niece's birthday party. I do have like a pool party on the 4th. I got my niece's birthday party. I have something else. I think maybe my wife's nephew's birthday party, I think, on another day. You know, stuff like that. So nothing like going crazy, but yeah, Saffron City's a bit late on the stream. Yeah, I think you were a little bit behind there for a minute. Snowpro's doing a big bash up at the cabin. Nice. DJ, my God, what kind of big bash is this? Nice. I'd say when we do big bashes up north, it's like we go tubing or something. Sleep in tents and go tubing. Gonna be wild. Sounds awesome, Snowpro. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I wish I was doing something like that, but this will be cool too. See the fam and all that good stuff. Knockout says, is there a way for Uber Mephisto to not one-tap me? There are tricks to it. Obviously, you can You want your lightning res to be as high as possible, and usually there's a belt called T-Gods that has lightning absorb on it. Regardless of what you have in your belt slot, you probably want to throw T-Gods on there. Also, I assume you're probably using it, but you probably have a smiter or some kind of melee character, and you want to have you want to use life tap. So look into what that is. If you don't, you probably know, but I don't want to assume anything. So yeah, life tap them. Have T-Gods on. Make sure your lightning res is high. Like, you want your lightning res to be, because he has a conviction aura too that can take away a ton of your lightning res. So you literally want your lightning res for that bonus 172. You want it to be, maybe someone in chat has the number memorized, but you want it to be like 250 or 260 or something like that. And you can literally have a full set of gear on to fight every other monster, and then when you specifically go to fight Mephisto, throw that gear on, and then you can take it back off if you fight him and then go to fight the other monsters. So Saffron says 300, so it's like that way after the conviction you'll be perfect. So No Pro says he feels like DK would benefit more from Goff, Stafford, Lawrence than a Mahomes, Lamar style. I think he would benefit from Mahomes. Lamar, I'm not a big fan of Lamar. I'm gonna be honest. Not a huge fan. Like real life quarterback wise. I feel like that kind of game, that kind of play style doesn't really like win you championships. Fantasy wise, we can have a different discussion, but I don't even like him in fantasy either, to be honest. I don't know. There's not enough. I guess sometimes you just have those guys you like and those guys that you just don't really like. Lamar's on the list of just not really a huge fan of his play or whatever. What's going on here? Thought I killed you already. Oh, no wonder. Every once in a while, you're over on the call to arms side, am I right? I know I'm not the only one that does that, am I right, fellas? Let's see, Saffron says 300, just drop at the 75. Cycle Messiah says minus 125 on the conviction. So, guess that checks out. Go to Assassin Spec to start out. If you're talking through normal difficulty, usually people will go, what is that, fire grenade? I forget what it's called now. But then you'll go into Wake of Fire, and that will usually serve you pretty well until you get to the Chaos Sanctuary in Act 4 of Nightmare difficulty. So if you're talking after that, usually the easiest one super early on is Lightning Trap Assassin, with obviously you want to do like 1 point into Death Sentry, which is like Corpse Explosion. So that's kind of what I would recommend. And yeah, when you go into Act 4 of Nightmare, that's when you can kind of respec into the Lightning Trap Assassin. That's the way I'd rock it. T-God's Life Tap Wand. Don't know about the conviction. Thank you, Phil. Yeah, so I would say you need to make sure you have enough lightning res to make up for his mega fat conviction aura. Inferno Trap. No, I think the way that it aims and stuff isn't really that great, if I remember. I know I've tried it. Maybe on like single targets that stand still, it could be faster, but I can't fully remember, to be perfectly honest. Someone could argue that it's better for like farming Andariel specifically, or Mephisto or something like that, but Medieval Dead. Why is every RPG now like POH? I don't know what POH is, but I don't know. I just play Diablo 2 pretty much. So. Is there a way to see my Holy Grail list? The way that I have it set up, there's not really necessarily, unless I pull it up on screen right now. So I have it in like an app on my computer, but it doesn't really quote unquote matter because I've found every single unique item, Eric B, except for Cheryl's Might. So everyone except for Cheryl's Might is where I'm at right now. Does T-Gods has 20 lightning absorb? That seems low. I guess I get what you're saying, but it helps out a ton. I forget the way to describe the way that it works better, but it does work good. So. Yeah, so Saffron, because from what I remember, because like a Wisp, right? I feel like T-Gods works better than like a Wisp, right? Because Wisp is like a percentage with the T-Gods being a flat amount. Right? That sound right? Zyran, what's going on? Path of Exile, Medieval says. Well, they all look at a game that works good like Path of Exile there, Medieval Dead, and, you know, they kind of make it that way, right? Knockout says, should he swap Fanaticism for Lightning Res when fighting Mephisto? I guess it depends how low your lightning res is, huh? Because then you get into a situation where you're going to be attacking slower, which means when you do take damage, you're going to be life tapping less. So really optimally, you would want to get your lightning res up without using that aura, but Trez says flat greater than percentage, yeah. So there's only a couple things that have lightning absorb on them. It's going to be the T-Gods, it's going to be Wisp, and then there's a helmet that really nobody would actually really generally use. It's called Blackhorn's Face, I believe. I think those are the only things that have lightning absorb on them. So I could be forgetting something, so don't attack me too hard, fellas, but yeah, T-Gods, super easy to find, kind of, sort of, cheap to trade for, or to, like, get. And yeah, works great for it, so probably works the best for it. Snow Pro. Good call in the shout out though. Haven't said none lately. How many likes are we at right now? Where do we at? We better have a good amount of likes on YouTube. We're at 99 likes. We get that number up. Not even 100. We gotta get that to the 3 digits, fellas. I know you can do it. I believe in you. Ogre X, gotta check it. Dope. Oblivion said he'd recommend going with the Fanaticism, so. Oh, a new rune word. Good call, Marty. I forgot one. So yeah, Eric B. Oblivion says go with Fanaticism. I'm not sure. I'm not much of a Bozan guy, so. Yeah, a bunch of people here, Twitch and YouTube both, mentioning, hopefully you read that. I forget who was asking about the tips for Ubers. Making a treachery, wait until fade happens. There's like a 2 or 5% chance of fade happening, proccing when you get hit. So doing that can get your resistance up higher and help you out there. Earth Shield, another one. Oh, 35 res. And we got 325. Yeah, I'm definitely happy I skipped that first level. The first level seems so much less dense than the lower levels down here. Even though these hollow ones are super annoying. Stop, hammered in hype. Hammered is alright. It's alright. I think I thought I was casting, and I indeed was not casting anything. Get rid of those guys first. Again, thought I was casting. I was not. Jay said he's on Team Foe. Yeah, definitely if you're talking budget gear, or if you're just gonna be on farming players 1 solo or something like that, definitely I would prefer. I don't know if I needed an ore for that. Hammers, if you're going higher players counts, I think is better. Really, for higher players count, there's only a few builds in the game I would really recommend if you wanted to do that. For the next time I play, I was doing these player 7, and I did that with Nova to level up, obviously. The next one I do, thinking about doing a lowers player count, maybe just like a strictly, thinking about doing something with the Druid. I haven't done anything with the Druid in a while. Maybe like a max cold damage only players 1 Druid, like. We'll see. Trash, you got over 100 of them? Interesting. I usually don't rock another video right after the other one. And I will say also, that video didn't perform particularly well, so. But I appreciate the offer. I'll keep it in mind. We'll keep her in mind. I mean, I guess my videos have just been slowing down over the last few months or whatever, but you have Doom. I don't remember if I have Doom or not. I might. Because, yeah, you'd kind of need it, wouldn't you? I can't remember if I do or not. If I don't, what do you need a cham rune to make Doom? I have 2 of them, so I could. If I don't have one, I should make one. A Doom.
I am overwhelmed.
Mark says enjoys the crafting videos. Good. Glad you like them. Let me check. Why don't we just go check right now? Why not? Rocks? No. Runers? Yes, that's where it'd be. The Doom Druid. Here we go again, says Saffron. Saffron says, doesn't look like it, because it would be in one of these, right? Good old Oath. Colossus Blade, Unbending Will. Ooh, yeah. Voice of Reason. Ooh, throw Voice of Reason on one side. Let me look up a Doom real quick. Yum, what's going on? Congrats on the 99. Nice, watching the video right now. Sick. Go D2R Doom. Zoomed in so far. We've got Hell Ohm Low Cham, very expensive. And we've got minus 40 to 60 cold res. Holy freeze aura. Boy, if you made that and it didn't roll good right now, I'd be unhappy, I'm gonna be honest. Axes, pole arms, and hammers. You'd have to make it in a pole arm probably, huh? Not have to, but I feel like I always see it in pole arms. Axes. Well, you can make it in a well, you wouldn't use it for attacking. I guess you would make it in a berserker axe, huh? So you could use it for attacking if you wanted to. Or hammers. Alright, I always forget to show you guys what I'm looking at. Shoot. Unbelievable. This. Okay, there we go. Finally got a hold of it. So I'm looking at that right there, right? Would you make it in a what would you guys usually make? Double axe? But you gotta remember this is single player, and I'm only gonna use it. Like you can't make multiples of them. So if I ever want to think about using it on the druid and on like some other character, so yeah, it's only usable for the minus cold. Everything else, I mean, it's got 370 enhanced damage and attack speed. I mean, I don't know. Deadly strike, open wounds. I guess it shatters, so you never want to use it on a barb, obviously. Cold Aura Zealer, guys, right? Beal says Naga for a cold druid. It's very expensive for what it is, so one-hander with a storm shield. Yeah, I mean that would be the safety version, huh? Cold Pally. Ooh. Yeah, I'll have to think about it. No time for thinking right now. It takes me forever to think. Forever. Look at that stealth too. Ooh, yeah. Couple treacheries in here. Good old harmony. If you ever want to run a little faster, put in a double bow for some reason. Don't know why. Look at that. Look at that. Ooh, that's the most expensive one I went for on single player so far. Really, Vex Slow Jaw. We'll have to. I'll think about it. We'll let Future Phil worry about that. That guy always deals with all the hard stuff. Current Phil never worries about anything. Probably, but not really. I mean, I can see that. I mean, streamers don't really like when people tell them that they're not good at their game and stuff. Yeah, I mean, I could see that. And they don't really have a reason to put up with people telling them that they're not good, like when they're in the middle of streaming with like hundreds of people watching them. So yeah, I mean, I could see that. Current Phil is a legend. Appreciate it. Future Phil, though. That guy's a bum. Did you have to do normal runs for those, those low-level uniques that are super rare to find in Hell? But, no. No, I found all that stuff just in Hell difficulty. I didn't do any normal runs or anything. I mean, I couldn't tell you, maybe, perhaps, a couple of them I did find on playthroughs or something. It's possible, but I don't remember any of them finding them that way. And I didn't go out of my way to do it. Jay says he bets Future Phil hates Current Phil. Sometimes. Sometimes. But F that guy. I hate Future Phil guy. He's always like, oh, you should have just done this before. He's always telling me. It's real annoying. It almost sounds creepy when I talk like that. Like I talk about my future stuff like it's not really me. Kind of funny. Beal. Love Phoenix Shield, huh? Yeah, I think you might love it too much there, it sounds like. Nate, good afternoon. Yo, what's going on? Any luck on the Tyrell's Might? I've only found a couple of them so far today, so no luck yet. Well, yeah, I could see that. Not really, but still, probably shouldn't tell him to get good. If he gave up on D2 in Act 3, it was too hard. I mean, I could kind of see. I mean, I don't know. D2 is kind of a tough game if you don't know all the mechanics and stuff, right? I guess. Was he? He was playing Diablo 2 today. Future Phil with the PH. Good call on that one. Good call. Everything's got to have the PH. Saffron saying that the TC3s can be painful to find. Yeah, I don't know. Like, I know I've looked up the rarity of some of them, and it's like crazy to find them in Hell. But yeah, I definitely found all those in Hell well before this stuff. So. Austin Sellers says, current Phil's DK Metcalf, future Phil's Hunter Renfro. True story, huh? Ooh, let's go down here. Frinter. Oh boy. You guys are going overboard with the PH thing, huh? Oh, should probably have the items showing out here, huh? Gold 77. Arcane's sign, Tress says hasn't found. Arcane sign, is that a belt or something? I'm not even sure. Padres legend Hunter Renfro. I assume he's talking about the football player. Padres legend Hunter. How could there be another person named Hunter Renfro? Is that true? I find that shocking. Seems like a uncommon name. Like Renfro. Like uncommon for it to be two professional athletes with that name. Jay says, lend him some RNG. Well, you can have some, I guess. Can't really say that I'm having some crazy good luck here, but gotcha, Junior. Okay, definitely not something I was aware of. The other Hunter Renfro. Oh, Tress says the one he's missing from Arcanes is the amulet. Gotcha. Yeah, usually I see Arcanes, just toss it out, you know? Don't really pay attention too much to the name. Rune Staff, could be. Meh, I've seen better obsession bases before. Hey. Yeah, Fred, that's somebody mentioned that up a minute ago, that they had a Renfro with a different spelled last name. Very, very interesting. How does the hammers do damage to the returns? They don't. They're not immune to magic down here. Like I don't have a Sunder Charm down here, or anything. Just in this particular area, they're not immune to magic. I have a feeling that in the like the Wave 2 of Veil, they're immune to magic. I have a feeling that when they're in the Kalrash's tombs, they're immune to magic. But in this particular location, they're not immune to magic. So. Do you watch any sport? Pretty much just NFL football. I used to be big into basketball, but I canceled the cable because I decided it was too expensive, so now I can't watch it, so I just kind of drifted away from me, you know? Yeah, and baseball's kind of slow. I mean, when I was a kid, I used to watch hockey because hockey was huge in Detroit, which I'm near Detroit. I live, Detroit, Michigan. But I don't really watch that anymore either, for the same reason as why I don't watch basketball. But NFL football is on every channel, like it's on all these different channels on antenna, so I bought an antenna for like $30, and that way I can watch all the football games. Not all of them, literally, but at least there's like a football game on all the time. And I can watch my local team, so yeah, good enough for me. Is that 290? I didn't even look at it. Cruel Greater Talon. It's only 249 though. It can go up to 300. I usually don't look for enhanced damage, but it's just kind of interesting. I got it. Blades of Ice and Shadow Warrior. Kind of funny, kind of interesting, I suppose, but kind of interesting. Probably worth like 30 jaws, huh? A lot of questions flying in here. Holy smokes! Let me catch us the hockey. You mean UFC on ice? It's not that crazy anymore, right? Jumbo's been in the WNBA lately. Very interesting with the whole. Yeah, I'm never gonna. It's kind of interesting. Caitlin Clark saga and stuff, right, going on or whatever. So can't say that I watch it, but it's interesting. America loves baseball. I feel like it used to. NFL, like football, is really what the United States pastime is nowadays. It's like vastly more popular than every other sport. Never gonna be one. What about skateboarding? Well, that's kind of a sport, I guess, but what's your stream schedule? Mojo. I usually stream Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I stream at like this time of today's stream, kind of like sometime between like 10 or 11 a.m. and like 3 or 4. It shifts around based upon what I got going on that day and like, you know, a bunch of different factors, to be honest, but usually between those hours on Monday, Wednesday. Friday, I've been trying to stream afternoons now, so like 5 to 8 or something like that, or 6 to 9 or something like that, or even 5 to 9, you know. And then any other times is just super random. There was another question I wanted to answer too. I got too distracted, things flying around super quick. How many Tyrells mites do we find today? A ton. Oh, Will Hawks. Sorry, getting behind on comments here. Trying to read as fast as I can. Brain's only so big. So if you exclamation music or just look in the description, you can find the guy's YouTube channel. Anyways, he's N&M Creations, and this is the heavy metal playlist. I usually listen to the heavy metal one or the metalcore one. Modern and metalcore. Or heavy metal are the two I usually listen to on here. N&M Creations. Power Slap Championships. All you watch is Power Slapping, huh? I don't remember which one of these runes did I need. We'll grab them both. Thought it was one of these. Oh no, I need a Tal rune. I don't need either one of these. Whatever. I kept not grabbing the Tal rune. Come on. Trash says the pitch clock made it a lot better. I can believe that. There were some people complaining around here because like the suburbs for Detroit are not particularly close to Detroit, because it's like there's like downtown Detroit and then there's the area where the suburbs used to be that are now like not places that most people want to live, and then there's the suburbs way out here, and people were complaining about the pitch clock. I kid you not, people were calling into the local radio station. They were like, the games are too fast. The last game only took an hour and a half. It took us 45 minutes to drive down to Detroit, and if you factor in like the traffic and everything, it took like an hour to drive to Detroit, a park, and get down there. You take 10 minutes to walk to the stadium, or 15 minutes to walk from where you park to the stadium, and then the game's only an hour and a half, so you spent an hour and a half of time to drive down there and park and get into the stadium, an hour and a half to get out of the city and drive back, and then the game was only an hour and a half, so you spent 3 hours in the car or traveling for an hour and a half game, and they were like mad about it. I was like, oh my gosh, this is a joke, right? I mean, I guess I kind of get it, but oh, a little skiller offensive aura. So maybe Oridin. You have 5 of strength on here. Ooh. Little, I mean, a skiller with a little extra, so. Pathless. That's like a number of games thing. That doesn't really determine popularity. I could look up the TV numbers, but I guarantee you the TV numbers are just going to be insane for NFL games compared to MLB games. no public transport in the U.S., and especially in Detroit. I mean, Motor City, they did not worry about public transport. There's like the most minuscule public transport now in Detroit, but it's like a monorail car, like a couple of them. Like, that's it. Never dropped a rune above Sir. It says Vitor Crew. But you got a Tyrell Smite? Oh boy, this guy. Yeah, it happens. It happens. I always hear those stories because I'm searching for it. So I always hear those stories because I'm searching for it. But you'd probably rather have the runes than the Tyrell Smite, I bet. Cities in the US are built so you need to have a car. That is kind of true, yeah. Most of them kind of are. Especially Detroit. Especially Detroit. They made sure that they were designed in a way you would need a car. The fact that you don't live by where you work and you have to drive there. It was specifically designed into the whole layout of the suburbs and the city and stuff so that the auto companies would sell more cars to the people that work there, you know what I mean? Oop, didn't see that small charm somehow. Do I have a build ready for the Tyrell Smite? Not really, no. It's not really a great item for the to use. It's just like the last piece of the Holy Grail, pretty much. Pretty much all she is. Let's see. Total revenue 11 billion for MLB, 18 billion for, yeah. It is kind of crazy though that MLB has what, 100 and is it 180 games? Is that what the in MLB 180, and then the NFL has what, 17, and they make double the amount of money. That's crazy. Not literally double, but 70% more money. 162 says Woofler over on Twitch, and David here. Gotcha. New York, DC have decent public transportation, says David. Can't speak for other cities. Yeah. Yeah, New York. Yeah, those sound right, obviously. I'm in DC. I went to DC when I was a kid. Never been to New York, though. Yeah, Pathless says Detroit was the wealthiest city in the U.S. in the 50s. True story. It's coming back up, though. It's coming back up. It'll never recapture that glory, but I think it's getting close to being a normal city. I know that doesn't sound like much, but I think Detroit's getting close to being just like a normal city. Like, I wouldn't know, what would you compare it to? Like, Detroit's getting close to being like, I don't even know. What's just some generic normal city? St. Louis or something. I guess St. Louis has a huge like ganging problem. I don't know if it still does, but it used to. What's a better? Tulsa. I don't know. I can't think of a good city to compare it to. Like Tulsa, Indianapolis. I guess that's I guess that's not a bad comparison. I guess. What do I look like? Comparison expert over here? 75. Vitor, is it possible to transfer a single player console game to PC? I don't believe so, but I don't know the answer to that. I would just suspect it to be no. Austin says the weather's going to be great in Detroit after some good climate change. The only thing is, you get a ton of storms when it's warmer out more often, because all the lakes evaporate and then the water instantly drops on us. So that's why lately, actually here in Michigan, it has been raining like every third day. Like there's been storms and rain like every third day in Michigan right now, which is uncommon for us. Because you know how like, it seems this way anyways from a non-Floridian, that like, and it depends where you're at in Florida too, obviously it's gonna depend on these things, but like when we go on vacation to Florida and stuff, it's so hot and humid all the time that they'll be like, oh, no chance for rain today. And all of a sudden you'll look up like 3 hours later and you're like, what the bleep is that storm cloud coming in? And then you look and it's like 100% chance to rain, and there's like this giant storm because it's so humid and like unstable almost. So we kind of are starting to get that in Michigan, to be honest, like around this time, like just a little bit warmer, it just starts raining all the time, like warmer than normal. Our weather's been real weird in Michigan though. It'll be like 98 one day, and then like 2 days later it's like the high for the day is like 61, and you're just like, huh? Like, you know. Those tropical lakes in 2040 or 2060. Yeah, I mean, it's not gonna get that crazy, I don't think. We're not going too far down that path, but that topic route. But I don't think it's gonna be tropical in Michigan in 2060. But oh, that's kind of a good call, Saffron. I should have said that. So Vitor, if you wanted to, technically, hopefully you're still there, transfer, kind of, it's not literally transfer, but you could just recreate your entire character on single player by using they're actually free to use hero editors that you can just completely recreate your entire gear. You could do that. So, and you don't even have to download a program, you can just literally do it online for free now nowadays. So you don't have to download a program or install anything, you just hero edit it in, then when you're done you just download the character files and you just like paste them into your save file folder. Good call, Saffron. Trash has remote workplaces like Detroit, cheap homes, and then you can work from home. Yeah, I mean that is true, especially if you're like, depending on what area you're in Detroit, you can get houses for cheap. There was houses selling for like, they would literally give them away. You pay the back taxes and you can have it in Detroit for a long time. so for like $2,500 you could get a house. It would need a lot of work, and it has been uninhabited for like 5 years, and the windows were all smashed out and stuff like that, but literally for like a couple $1,000 you could get a house in Detroit like a few years back. Iquendo, I think, sorry on the pronunciation, probably wrong there, but you love the videos. Thank you, very kind of you. Tiny Cat, yo, what's going on? Made it, yeah, just made it. But yeah, the house is in the suburb area. Like I live in a suburb of Detroit, technically, kind of, sort of. They're getting real expensive in this area, very expensive. The house across the street from me, the house across the street from my house just sold, like literally right now. It just sold. A few days ago or a week ago or whatever. The house across the street from me, which has got some more modern, it's got some updates and stuff to it, because there was an old couple that lived there, so they have like a automatic start, an automatic turn on generator and stuff like that if the power goes out, so you never, like, your power doesn't even skip a beat and stuff like that, and other like accessible things that like some person would need if they were on an oxygen tank or things like that, you know. And it's a little more modern. Basement's partially finished, but their house sold for double what I paid for my house, like 8 years ago. So they're the prices are going up. What's a rough area? You don't know what a rough area is, or what is a rough area around Detroit? Because there's some rough areas around. Easy switched on me here. Trash says Buffalo's full of hipsters now, huh? Interesting. Interesting. Dave said just made it in time for Cheerle's Might in 5. Yeah, right. Not quite that much, but Tiny Cat is off work, ready to celebrate our independence. It's only the 3rd. It's only the 3rd. All Detroit's a rough area? No. Detroit's way better now. Way better nowadays. There's a bunch of hipster areas down in Detroit now too. Bunch of them. Mark says he refinanced at 285. Yeah, I looked it up a little bit ago because I refinanced and I paid points down too. You know how you can pay to get your interest rate even lower? I paid extra down and my interest rate is 2.625 on my house. So sick. I'm so glad I paid that extra, like, I don't remember what it was, $600 or $800. The real estate guy, he's like, yeah, really, that's only worth it if you plan on staying in your house, like, an extra, like, for 8 years, at least 8 years. And I'm like, well, yeah, of course I am. Give me that. No Pro says anything south of 23 miles hood is what his grandma told you. Uh-oh. Gangster Phil right here, living in the hood. Yeah, right. There's like $1.5 million mansions like across, like in the subdivisions like across from me and stuff. That's crazy. I would say no, you can't say that. It's like south of like 15 miles. Maybe you could say like 18 or something, but couldn't pay to live where I'm at. Well, the thing is that my house was built in the 60s, so I have this little house. There was this, well, a pretty big subdivision, but I live in a big subdivision that was built a long time ago, and there's all these other expensive subdivisions around me. And there's like a mixture of like old subdivisions built in the 60s, and then there was other ones built in the 70s, and then other ones built in the 80s, then other ones built in the 90s, and other modern ones, and they're all smattered inside of each other everywhere. It's kind of crazy because it was like, as the companies could buy the farm fields, like whichever decade it was, they would slap a subdivision in it, and then like 10 years later they could, like, somebody could buy another farm field and they would slap another subdivision in it. So there's like my little 1,200 or 1,300 square foot house, and then there's like a 3,700 square foot house like 200 yards away from my house, like across the road in the other subdivision, you know what I mean? So it's like that. Giant ponds and lakes and stuff, and you know. Yeah, like I said, I have like a 1,300 square foot house, so it's nothing crazy, right? Saffron says a tiny house, like a 3-bedroom, 400 euros. It's going up everywhere. Yeah. Right. Yeah. Yeah, but anyways, so is this Project Java 2? No, this is just D2R. So actually, I was kind of stalling there. I was just kind of answering questions, kind of saying things, because I was actually going to hop off now, fellas. So kind of get dinner going. I got bowling tonight. I'm going to get a 100. I'm going to break 100 tonight for the first time. It's going to be great. But yeah. So that being said, a huge shout out, huge thank you to everybody, of course, everyone who hit the like button on YouTube, everyone on Twitch hanging out watching. But yeah, gotta shout everybody out here. Pork Sniffer with 20 months membership, Troy 28 months Troy Crosby coming in. Oof. Gold Magic Fine with 50 pesos. Free mail with a 10. And then a €5 super chats. 2 of them. Nice. Chronomancer resubbed. Appreciate you. Bit also did with this Twitch Prime. Appreciate you. Croaky again. Snowfro with 2 years. Snowfro, 2 years of Slayership. Thank you guys so much for supporting the channel. Means a lot. You guys are absolute legends. So, with all that being said, 208 tonight, we'll see. I bowled a 225 the other day, so maybe I could get a 208. We'll have to see how the lanes go, how the lanes break down. So, yeah, peace out, fellas. I'll let you know about that 208 if I get it. But mainly, I want to say, guys, don't forget, keep slaying. Ooh. Yeah.